Ladies and gentlemen, lend me your ears and your eyes. Diva Divine Light, live from Brooklyn, New York.
No delaying for what you saying, yo. Silly with my 9 million with the dilly, yo. When I be on the mic, yes, I do my duty, yo. While up in the club, I be while in the studio. You don't wanna violate, nigga, really and truly, yo. My main thug, nigga named Julio, he moody, yo. Like a nigga that'll slap you with the tulio. Bitch, nigga scared to death, act fruity, yo. Fuck that, nigga shorty, she a little cutie, yo. The way you shake it, make me wanna get all in the booty, yo. With no delaying for what you saying, yo.
Diva Divine Light.
Really my heart to me. Fuck me, see what you got for me. Put more than fans with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you really my heart to me. Fuck me, see what you got for me. Put more than fans with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you.
You're watching Diva, the Divine Light. A fun-loving, caring, passionate person who talks about sex, celebrity, and real-life issues, and even abuse. So hit that like button and make sure you share the show.
Really my heart to me. Fuck me, see what you got for me. Put more than fans with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you really my heart to me. Fuck me, see what you got for me. Put more than fans with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you really my heart to me. Fuck me, see what you got for me. Put more than fans with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you really my heart to me. Fuck me, see what you got for me. Put more than fans with my eyes to see. Still $1 in the place to be. If you.
Here comes the pitch, and it comes in wide. On the combo.
Yo. What's up? What's happening, family? Sorry, I'm a little bit late. You know, a diva be a little bit late. Sorry about that, guys. How's everybody doing tonight? Well, the government came out with some stuff today. A lot of stuff. Hey, Joanne. Hey, 2L, 1908. Hi, I'm Queen. Love is fair. What's up, brother? Jacqueline Jones. What's up, mommy? Shirlette. What's up, lady? Who else we got in here? T-Bam. Boston. What's up, mama? Purple. What's up, lady? Hey, Les Smith. What's up, mama? Hello to my wonderful, wonderful people in the chat. All those in the bushes. My loves who love me. The haters who hate to love me. What's up, y'all? What's up? So, our brother Larry broke down the motion today. He read it all, right? I'm going to tell you, I didn't get a chance to read it. I was running back and forth, doing other things and all these things that was going on in my background. So I really didn't get a chance to read it. But I was listening in and out of Grown Little Boy's live. So I got to hear some of it. I didn't pay attention to it, so I was in and out of the live. So I know a little bit, but I don't know everything. So the motion that came out today was a motion that was presented by the government, as we know, the prosecutors, who are the plaintiffs in this case, right? They put in a giant motion, about 43 pages, and it broke down a bunch of motions in one motion. So they consolidated motions. And if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, I believe it was 13 motions altogether. They went in on R. Kelly and his team. Amen. Hallelujah. They went in. Hey, Mertice. Hey, Kayla. What's up, mama? They went in. Hey, Miss Showers. So they went in on R. Kelly's ass, and our brother broke it down. So I'm going to present this on the screen. And as you guys know, I'm going to be off the screen, so I won't be able to pay attention to the chat, y'all. I do have my phone. It is open, so every so often I will look to see what's going on in the chat, okay? All right. So, as I said, the government, this is for the Northern District of Illinois, okay? This is for Chicago. This is the pre-trial motions. All these motions are before trial, pre-trial motions. So anything that comes in right now for Chicago, for his case in Chicago, it will be pre-trial phases. Okay? So in here, as we mentioned, the government's consolidated motions in limine. Now in limine means evidence. So they want to submit certain evidence. So anything with a limine in it has to do with evidence. Whether they want to take out evidence, add evidence, add or take out evidence, right? Or dispute over certain evidence, back and forth with what the defense wants to put in, what the prosecutor wants to put in, what the defense wants to take out, what the prosecutor wants to take out. So they go back and forth with motions in limine until they reach a settlement or the judge puts in an order, right? The Chicago case is federal. Now, first, Miss April, to let you know there, to remind you, shall I say, there are two cases in Chicago, okay? The Northern District of Illinois, okay, and that's the federal case. And then you have the Cook County state case, which is the case for the aggravated assault. And in that case, it only has 4 girls. So it's 4 girls for the state case, 5 or 6 minors in the Illinois federal case. Okay. So it winds up being a total of 4 plus 6, about 10 girls. Okay. So the government's consolidated motions in limine. The United States of America, through its attorney, John Losh Jr., who is the United States Attorney for the Northern District of Illinois, he respectfully moves the court in limine for entry of orders admitting or excluding certain evidence and argument at trial in this case as set forth below. So they're going to talk about the motion to protect the identities of certain victims. So they want here in this one motion, they move to protect the identities of the victims named in the superseding indictment. And as we all know them as minor 1, minor 3, minor 4, minor 5. So, and minor 6. Okay. So minor 1, minor 3, minor 4, minor 5, and minor 6. 5 minors. I said 6. 5 minors. I forgot that they removed minor number 2, which was Lisa Van Allen. Okay. We know minor 1 is Rashonda Landfair, right? Minor 2 was Lisa Van Allen, which they removed her and labeled her as an individual. I forgot which one she is. I think she's individual D. And then you have minors 3, 4, and 5. And minor 5, as we know it, is Rashonda Landfair's cousin, Rashona. Okay? And I don't know who minor 6 is. So we don't know minor 3, we don't know minor 4, and we don't know who minor 6 is. But we do know minor 1 and minor 5 and minor 2. So these minors who are expected to provide and or will be the subject of sensitive and personal testimony concerning illegal sexual abuse and the production and receipt of child pornography by defendants. Specifically, the government moves the court to 1, permit the victim witnesses to testify using their first names only. So they're not even asking for a pseudonym. They're asking the court to let them use their first names only. 2, limit references to each of the victim witnesses in open court to their first names only. Again, limit the references. Prevent, number 3 is to prevent public disclosure via cross-examination or otherwise of the victim witnesses' respective addresses, their full names of family members, or exact places of employment, if any. So you can't, so the court, the prosecution is asking the judge to protect the witnesses' identities, just use their first names, even in cross-examination. Also public exposure, so to the public they will be Rashona, first names only. Rashona, Lisa. Well, she's not a victim, but okay. I'm just making an example. And they cannot address on cross-examination as well the addresses and as well as the full names of the family members or their places of employment. And the superseding indictment charges defendant Kelly with multiple counts of sexual enticement and exploitation of the witness victims. The victim witnesses are expected to testify in explicit detail and or be the subject of highly sensitive and personal testimony concerning Kelly's illegally sexual contact with them that occurred when they were between the ages of 13 and 17. Now, due to sensitive nature of the testimony of and evidence relevant to the crimes charged, the government seeks entry of a proposed protective order limiting the disclosure of the victim witnesses, last names, and other and other identifying information in court. So they are limited. The protections requested by the government are necessary and appropriate to protect the victims, their safety and well-being. Also to avoid harassment of the victims by the press and others, and prevent undue embarrassment and other adverse consequences, such as retaliation by Kelly's supporters. Wow. The government said it plain as day. Plain as day. They said, hold on, wait a minute. Judge, please make sure that these girls are protected because we're trying to avoid harassment, okay, by the press, okay, as well as the R. Kelly supporters. And it said such as retaliation, doxing, blaming, shaming, all types of things that they do out here on these YouTube streets. You can't discuss the relocation if they did, or loss of employment if they did. Okay, and in addition, the government anticipates, check this out, guys. In addition, the government anticipates that minor one's mother will testify. For those who keep on saying that the parents are not going to testify, Rashonda Landfair's parents are not going to testify. Well, here it says that in addition, the government anticipates that minor one's mother, Valerie Landfair, will testify about similar topics related to minor one, including Kelly's long-term abuse of minor one while she was a child. Wow. So Miss Landfair is going to testify that she knew that R. Kelly was abusing her daughter. Interesting. I wonder what the other side got to say about that. Including Kelly's long-term abuse of minor one while she was a child. As a result, the government similarly moves to permit minor one's mother, who has the same last name as minor one, to testify using her first name only. So Valerie will be Valerie as well. And the proposed protective order also contains a provision related to individual D. Now, as we know, as I said, she was minor 2 when they first came out with the indictment. And then they superseded it and they changed it. Okay? And they took out minor 2, which is now individual D. As I said before, I was right. Individual D is Lisa Van Allen. And Lisa Van Allen, who will testify about, among other topics, sexual contact that she had with Kelly and minor one over the course of several years. And the government also seeks to preclude disclosure of individual D's address, names of family members, and place of employment at trial and during pretrial and post-trial proceedings in this case. We need to protect all these girls because these crazy ass people out here are ridiculous. So this case was charged in July of 2019. And since that time, the case has garnered significant attention from local and national media sources. The same is true for Kelly's federal prosecution in the Eastern District of New York. So here they also mention about what happened in the Eastern District of New York. And, they talk about how this case is very high profile. And it's getting a lot of attention from the media, right? And the same is true for the Eastern District of New York as well. That got a lot of attention, not as much as it should have, but it did, in my opinion. Okay, so all right. So it talks about that, right? I'm not going to go through the whole thing. If you guys want to hear the whole document, go to Grown Little Boy's page. Please follow his YouTube channel. Guys, can somebody put the link in there? Thank you. So like I said, I'm not going to read this whole thing because it's just going to be totally redundant, and I'm not going to do that. So now, in the second motion, they talk about the motion to preclude evidence. Hold on. Oh, give me a second. Hold on, y'all. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So as I said, they also put the motion to preclude evidence of victim's sexual history. Now, as we all know, preclude means to not let it go in, to not let it happen. Right? It means right. It means not to let it happen, to prevent from happening. So, so this motion is to prevent evidence of victim sexual history. So they say that for the 4 reasons set below, that the defendants should be precluded from eliciting on cross-examination or otherwise introducing evidence or making arguments as to the sexual behavior of the victim witnesses with individuals other than Kelly or others at Kelly's direction. So the defendant, R. Kelly, and his defense team on cross-examination, they are not allowed to introduce evidence or make any arguments as to the sexual behavior of the victim witnesses. Like, oh, well, you were 15, but you met R. Kelly and you weren't a virgin. So you can't say he violated you or you were too young to consent to sex when you were already having sex. You can't introduce evidence that would say those things, right? Okay. Or make arguments that the girl was out hanging out all night long and she's had like 10 boyfriends before she met R. Kelly. She's always wandering the streets. Her mother doesn't care about her. You know, these things you cannot bring up. Okay? Can't bring it up. Cannot happen. Okay. Third motion that they entered was the motion to bar evidence and argument related to consent. Now, if you guys go and check out my community wall, I had posted up information over there today. And it's crazy how I posted up information about minors, consent, and the federal age of consent. And then this motion comes out. Isn't that crazy? So if you guys get a chance, go check out my community wall, check out the definitions and the information that I put in there, so everyone can be reminded of certain aspects of consent and as well as the age of consent throughout the United States. So the government requests that the court prohibit defendants from introducing evidence and arguing that the minor victims consented to engaging in sexual activity while they were minors. So, as I said, they can't come in and be like, well, you know, the girl spent the night at R. Kelly's house, So she knew she was going to have sex with him, right? You can't do that. No, that's not happening. Because it is well established that minors lack the capacity to consent. And so sexual contact with the minor is always without consent. So whether the girl said, R. Kelly, take me now. I love you. I'm starstruck. Oh, I'll do anything. It doesn't matter. She can't consent legally because she doesn't have the capacity to consent. She doesn't have the smarts. She's just working with her little tinglings in her body, but her brain ain't working right. Can we all understand that? People in the back? Okay. All right, then. All right. Motion number 4. Motion number 4 is a motion to prevent the public display of child pornography videos during the trial. Well, what do you know? So let's see here. The court should prevent the publication of child pornography video clips to the gallery during trial. There is no doubt that criminal trials are public events and that weighty concerns about the fairness and integrity of the proceedings require that criminal trials be open to the public. So the presumption of openness in criminal trials is not absolute. However, the presumption of openness may be overcome only by an overriding interest based on findings that closure is essential to preserve higher values and is narrowly tailored to serve that interest. Press enterprise. Okay, so here the overriding interest is the protection of minor 1, who is depicted in the child pornography videos that the government intends to introduce at trial. And the Supreme Court has found that child pornography creates a permanent record of a victim's abuse. And the very existence of that child pornography causes the child victims continuing harm by haunting the children in years to come. So, putting her out there like that in view for the jurors to see, the public to hear of her trauma, that's trauma for her. And they want to protect her from the public. People are vicious. And it says in the footnote that prior to trial, the government will submit the clipped portions and any screenshots of the videos that it seeks to use for review by the court and defense counsel. The government even has screenshots of the video. They are not playing with their preponderance of evidence that's going to put R. Kelly in jail forever. Even if he does 25 here, 25 there, 10 over there, 3 over there, that's his lifetime already. He's doing life no matter what. He's doing life, bro. 25 plus years, he's doing life. They're only taking out 3 or 4 years off for time served. So he's doing a lot of years. No matter what, man. He committed crimes against children. And a child is still a teenager. Up until they're 18. By law, federal government says a child is a human being who is under the age of 18. So that means 17 and under. You're still messing with children. Go look up the definition on my wall. It'll tell you what a child is. These girls were children. I don't give a fuck if they were 17, 16, 15. They were children. So they're going to show screenshots and portions of the clips of the videos. And they're going to seek to use it for the review by the court and the defense counsel. So they're going to show it to the court, which 9 out of times will be the judge, the jurors, and the lawyers. The public will not see the videos. In 2008, they did not show the public the video. They only showed like a quick hot second of it, if I'm not mistaken. But they did not show the whole video. Geronda Pace did not go to trial and watch child porn. She did not do that because they did not show that to the public. They cannot do that. They can, but I'm pretty sure there was motions in limine put in place to prevent that. Just like this. Pre-trial motions. So, at this time, it is unknown whether there will be sufficient room for spectators to be seated in the courtroom gallery. Oh, they don't know if the public is going to be able to attend, if there's going to be enough room for everybody. So you people better get your seats. You people better start camping. If there are spectators in the gallery, the government requests that all monitors facing the gallery be turned around or otherwise turned off so that spectators cannot see the child pornography being displayed on the screens. In addition, if there is to be an overflow courtroom where spectators can view this trial, the government requests that the monitors in any overflow room be simply turned around or turned off while the child's pornography videos and images are displayed during the trial. And rightfully so. Protect the children. Victims of child pornography often write about their ongoing anxiety and fear that people who see them in public places will recognize them from the photographs that were taken of them as they were exploited. Okay. And then it talks about a document about the National Center for Victims of Crime. Okay. Okay. Now, here's something interesting as well. Number 5. Motion number 5. where the government intends to the government's intended evidence of polygraph examinations. As we all know, certain people in this specific conspiracy charge, they were made to take polygraph tests to make sure that they didn't make copies of the tapes. That when they returned the tapes, these were the originals, and there were no copies of those tapes. And as we know, one of them lied, and that was Keith Murrow. He lied on the polygraph test. He failed, according to Lisa. He failed the examination. And I believe he only got part money. And as soon as he gave the other copies or whatever, that he was going to get his other pay, his other portion of his pay. So now with this polygraph examinations that they want to present, at the trial, the government will present evidence about polygraph examinations that were administered for multiple witnesses who were involved in the recovery of videotapes produced by Kelly containing child pornography. Now, I'm going to say this again. Why would, if R. Kelly is not on any of these tapes, and it's Damon Pryor and Lisa Van Allen, as the supporters like to say, right? Why would R. Kelly or Daryl McDavid try to have all these people, these individuals, take polygraph tests to make sure that there were no other copies and that they gave the tapes back? Why did he have private investigators go out there and hunt for tapes and buy up tapes that were on the streets? Why is it that if it's not R. Kelly on those tapes having sex with minors, why would all these people do this? That's stupid. Use your fucking common sense, people. Hello. Why would he do that? I know I wouldn't do that shit. What? That's his problem. That ain't my problem. I ain't do it. Why am I doing all this stuff if it's not me? What? Why am I protecting Damon Pryor? Why? I don't have to protect Damon Pryor. Damon Pryor was a young man. Lisa Van Allen was a young lady. They were only a few years apart. This is a Romeo and Juliet situation. Oh, they were in my house and they so happened to have sex and the tape was recording. Really? Come on now. Let's get it together. Let's get it together. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Se acabó. Se acabó. That means it is done. It is finished. Finito. He's done. There was a preponderance of evidence, as we can see. And it's just gonna just keep slapping him in the face. And when the trial comes, it's gonna deck him in the face. And he's gonna sit in jail and rot for a while. A long time. It is going to be a life sentence for this man. This man's life is on trial. He's done. Stick a fork in him. Ya se acabó. Ya se acabó. Se jodió y se acabó. Okay? So, that's what they're doing with that. And then it talks about the background. And that it alleges that in count 5, right? That between 2000 and 2019, y'all, that's 19 years that Kelly and McDavid conspired together. Individual A and others to conceal and cover up the existence of multiple videos depicting Kelly engaged in contact and sexual contact and acts with minors. And that in approximately 2001, R. Kelly and McDavid learned that at least 4 of these videos, video 1, 2, 3, and 4, and as we know, video 4 was destroyed or something happened to it, so then they don't actually have a video 4. Remember that, guys. We read that. They don't actually have a video 4, but they have the 2 victims who were in the video who are going to corroborate that this video exists, as well as other witnesses who saw the tape. They spoke about that in another motion way back when, right? Remember that, guys? Right. So these videos were missing from Kelly's collection of child pornography. Guys, he had a collection. He had a whole silver rollaway case, a metal case full of videos. That when he moved, that's where he put them into travel. He had gym bags where he would hold videotapes, backpacks where he would hold videotapes, cameras, phones. He was your all-around Mr. Camera guy. You're on candid camera. Smile. Now, they did all these things because R. Kelly wasn't on the tape, right? Right. They did all these things in order to conceal and cover up the existence of videos from the investigators. That's why they did that. So that when the investigators, the police, go to do the investigations, they couldn't find anything. Now, Kelly and McDavid and others, which we know is June Brown because he's also in this indictment, so he's labeled, I guess, as others, agreed to collect the missing videos that depicted Kelly engaged in sexual contact with minors. And the others were Keith Murrow, Jack Palladino, and Charles Freeman, and Jimmy Maines, and probably Daryl McDavid and June Brown, the others. To collect the missing videos that depicted Kelly engaged in contact with these minors, right? Again, why would R. Kelly do this if he is not on the tapes with minors? Make that make sense. It also talks about that how R. Kelly and McDavid paid hundreds of thousands of dollars to 4 individuals, A, B, C, and D, in exchange for obtaining and returning multiple videos that they knew depicted Kelly engaged in sexual contact and sexual acts with minors. And as a condition of being paid money for returning the videotapes, the superseding indictment alleges that Kelly and McDavid directed individuals B, C, and D to take polygraph examinations. So we know Lisa Van Allen is D. Individual C we don't know, and individual B we don't know. But according to our detective work, right, individual B and C could be Keith Merrill, right? I just don't know which one he is. as well as Charles Freeman. Okay? Now, the indictment also alleges that at the direction of McDavid, on R. Kelly's behalf, so R. Kelly spoke to McDavid, and McDavid sent out the orders like a true enterprise, like a true mafia boss would. Welcome to the enterprise, RSK Enterprise LLC. Now, it also alleges that in the direction of McDavid on R. Kelly's behalf, that individual C and D, okay, so now we know individual C is Keith Murrow. Okay? So individual C and D, Lisa and Keith, took polygraph examinations regarding the videotapes that individual C and individual D had returned depicting Kelly engaged in contact with minors, minor 1 and individual D, including whether there were additional copies of the videotapes. So at the trial, the government will call individual B and individual C and individual D to testify. Okay, so Charles Freeman and Keith Murrow are going to testify in the trial. And so is Lisa. And they're going to testify about their involvement in the conspiracy to recover and return videotapes to Kelly and McDavid that R. Kelly was abusing these minors, minor 1 in particularly, and individual B, C, and D will also testify about the communications that they had with the defendants about returning the tapes in exchange for financial compensation. So they will also testify about how as a condition to receiving the promised payment, they were required to first take polygraph examinations about whether all such videotapes had been returned to Kelly and McDavid. And the government also plans to call on or more of the polygraph examiners to testify about their involvement in administering the polygraph examinations of individuals B, C, and D. Wow, he's done. Give me a second, y'all. Wow, he's done. He's done. All right. Sorry about that, guys. I had to step off for a second. So, they are going to have the actual people, the agency, the people from the agency that they hired to do these polygraph tests at the trial. How is he going to? I want to know how he's going to fight that. What is he going to say about that? But I didn't know. I wasn't there. It was all McDavid who did it. I didn't know. Because I'm a durr. Is that what he's going to do? I can't read or write, so durr. Is that what he's going to do? Really? Good luck with that one. Through these witnesses, the government will introduce the government will introduce testimony and documents related to the polygraph examinations that were administered on behalf of Kelly and McDavid. So the documentary evidence, which is described further below, is relevant to the charged conspiracy in that it demonstrates that the witnesses were subject to such examinations about the videotapes as a condition to their promised payments from Kelly and McDavid. For example, the government anticipates that individual D will testify that in 2007, the year before his trial started, she was required to take 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 polygraph examinations geared at determining whether she had returned all copies of a videotape that she took from Kelly that depicted individual D having sex with Kelly and minor 1, which is video number 4, that we know has been destroyed, lost, or whatever. But these 2 minors, these 2 individuals, the individual D and minor 1, will testify that it was them on the tape, that the tape did exist, that in 2008, they did exist, but something happened to them. Who knows what happened, right? But they will testify that they did exist. And individual D will testify that after passing the first 2 polygraphs, she received payments from McDavid and Kelly. And in order to get the remaining money that she was promised by Kelly and McDavid, individual D had to take a 3rd polygraph examination. The government seeks to introduce documents related to individual D's polygraphs. So they're going to show Lisa Van Allen's polygraphs. And it's going to include the dated consent form signed by her, in which she agreed to take the polygraph examination and release the results to Kelly's attorney at the time. Now, who was R. Kelly's attorney for the 2008 trial? Who were his attorneys? Sam Adams, I believe it's Jr., right? Sam Adams Jr., as well as Ed Jensen. Those were the 2 attorneys. I believe there was one more. I'm not too sure. But I do remember the 2. So Sam Adams and Ed Jensen are the 2 lawyers for R. Kelly at the time. So, wow. So, the attorney got the results. So, Mr. Jensen had the results. Or Mr. Adams had gotten the results. I wonder if Mr. Sam Adams is going to testify in court. I don't think so. He can't do that. I don't think so. Strange. Why wouldn't the attorney be? The attorney needs to be in here. I know that they did in the document label a lawyer as lawyer 1, I think. I'm not sure. I can't exactly remember, but I believe I saw that in a document. I just don't remember where or what. So they're also going to talk about the pre-examination interview forms that were completed by the examiner containing some general background information about individual D. And also the examiner's notes listing the questions that he asked individual D during the polygraph examinations. Now, when it comes to polygraph examinations, the person that wants the test done has to tell the examiner the kind of questions they want to ask. And then the examiner will ask those questions in the right form and in the right way so that the individual can give them a yes or no answer. So these documents are relevant to show the dates that the polygraphs were administered. So they're doing this to prove the dates. So this is a reason to prove the dates, okay? And to also show the questions that were asked, okay? So the documents are relevant to show the dates that the polygraphs were administered, who administered them, and who would receive the results of the exam. So we know that the lawyer, allegedly, according to the allegations, the lawyer received the results. That's crazy. And in particular, the questions that were asked during the examinations are relevant to establish the purpose of the polygraph exams. As another example, the government plans to call individual C to testify about how individual D sent him a copy of the videotape. So yeah, that's Keith Merrill. Individual C is Keith. So Keith is going to testify about how Lisa sent him a copy of the videotape that she took from him containing the video of them three having sex. So after individual C, so after Keith received the tape, he was summoned to Chicago to meet with McDavid about returning the tape. Keith is expected to testify that before he left for Chicago, he made a copy of the full-length tape and only brought a shorter snippet of the tape with him to Chicago. Wow. So he made a copy of the whole tape and then made another copy of just a snippet. So when Keith arrived to Chicago, he provided the little clip of the video to McDavid, who went into another room with Lisa. And then when McDavid returned, he told Keith that he would have to take a polygraph test. So that must have been that David took Lisa in another room and said to her, well, you know what? That's not the right tape. There's another copy of the tape. He made a copy of that tape, didn't he? And she was probably like, I don't know. And he was like, you know, we should have killed you a long time ago when we had the chance. He's going to have to wind up taking another polygraph test to make sure we got all the tapes. Are you sure he made a copy? Do you know he made a copy? No, I don't know if he made a copy. I swear, I don't know. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that was the scene. This is just my opinion. of what I think probably took place. So when Keith, he will testify that he went and he took the test and he failed it. And then McDavid instructed Keith to go home and get the original tape, or else someone would come visit him. Now, the someone else would come visit him would be Charles Freeman, because Charles Freeman is the one who went down to Kentucky or wherever it was, Kansas, one of those two, to go retrieve the tape. They met in a hotel room. Now, Keith understood McDavid's statement to be a threat. And Keith will further testify that before he left that day, McDavid paid him $20,000 in cash as a down payment for going back to get the original tape for McDavid and Kelly. Interesting, huh? The juicy details. Woo-wee. I cannot wait. I cannot wait till this trial starts. So, okay. So the government anticipates that Keith will testify about the events that occurred after he returned to Chicago with the original tape. So specifically, Keith is expected to testify that he was required to take another polygraph examination about whether he had any other copies of the tape. And according to Keith, he passed the second polygraph. So the first polygraph, he lied and said he didn't have any other copies. Then McDavid said, no, nigga, no. You better go back home, get that tape, and bring it back to me. And then we'll talk about you getting all the money. That's just my opinion. That's how I see it happen, right? So, according to Keith, he passed the second test, and McDavid paid him $80,000 more. So in total, he paid him $100,000. He paid him $20 the first time, then he paid him $80 the second time. In cash. No paper trails. No checks. Cash. The documents created as a result of Keith's polygraph examinations, including the consent forms that Keith signed and the examiner's notes regarding his administration of the polygraph. And it also confirms Keith's trips to Chicago and meetings with McDavid, and are direct evidence of the conspiracy to conceal and cover up Kelly's sexual abuse of minors. Okay. R. Kelly is done. He's done. Yeah, I hope Lisa Van Allen is able to testify this time. I'm with you, gangster. I really hope that she doesn't chicken out. I hope she goes all the way. We need to pray for her. We need to pray for all of them, that they make it and they don't back out. They go all the way with this. Number 6 talks about a motion that is a notice to regarding introduction of the false records, alleged in the superseding indictment. Now, remember they talk about that, how R. Kelly and Daryl McDavid, and Lisa and minor one, Rashonda, that they all falsified documents and stuff, right? Or records. So let's see. The government provides notice that it will seek to introduce certain false records alleged in count 5 of the superseding indictment. First, the government provides notice that it will seek to admit a memorandum summarizing an interview of individual D that took place on or about July 26 of 2007. This memorandum, which is not hearsay, is relevant to prove that McDavid and Kelly conspired to obstruct justice as alleged in count 5 of the superseding indictment. Particularly relevant to this motion is the allegation in the superseding indictment that on or about July 26 of 2007, Kelly and McDavid directed individual C to falsely deny that individual D and Kelly engaged in sexual acts together with the minor one. So R. Kelly and McDavid told Lisa, you need to deny that R. Kelly had sex with you and Rashonda. And Kelly and McDavid knew that Kelly had engaged in sexual acts with minor one and individual D. So as Kelly and McDavid intended, a false record, document, and tangible object was prepared based upon individual D's false statements. So the memorandum of individual D's interview, Lisa's interview, is the false document referred to in the superseding indictment. As set forth above, individual D was summoned to Chicago multiple times in 2007 in connection with McDavid and Kelly's efforts to collect contraband videotapes and impede the Cook County criminal prosecution in 2008. So Lisa was required to take multiple polygraph exams to assure Kelly and McDavid that she had returned the video she took from Kelly that depicted herself, Kelly, and the minor one engaging in sex acts when minor one was around 14. So Lisa is expected to testify at trial in this case that following her third polygraph examination on or about July 26 of 2017. Wait, what? Hold on. That's wrong. They put 2017. They was put. That's wrong. That's a mistake, guys. Because here it says July 26 of 2007. So it's supposed to be on or about July 26 of 2007. McDavid told her to meet with other lawyers and tell them that she never had sex with minor one. So individual D is expected to testify. McDavid waited in the hallway as she went in the room to meet with the lawyers and provide them with a false statement as instructed by McDavid. Okay, a memo of this interview dated 7/26/07 was prepared documenting Lisa's false statements. In summary, the memorandum states that Lisa provided the following information. She provided that between 1997 and 2006, her and Kelly and multiple other females, all of whom were over the age of 18. So she lied and said that the women that she did admit that she had sex with R. Kelly and other women, other girls, shall I say, other girls, Okay? Between 1997 and 2006, she falsified that she had sex with R. Kelly and other girls who were over the age of 18, over the age of 17. So he had her lie about that one statement there. Then he had her lie that she knew minor one and that she had spoken to her on numerous occasions. And that Lisa never saw Kelly in a sexual situation with minor one. And that minor one was never a participant in any sexual encounter with individual D and Kelly. Then Lisa agreed to be interviewed by the attorneys on July 26th of 2007, and Lisa was not forced, threatened, or promised anything to participate in this interview. So she lied about those three things. Wow. So the government is also going to put in another motion. They put in another motion, number 7, that the government's notice of intent to admit direct evidence of crimes charged. So, as set forth in the superseding indictment, Kelly is charged with multiple crimes related to his sexual abuse and exploitation of 5 minors over the course of several years. So, counts 1 through 4 and counts 6 through 13. The indictment further alleges that McDavid knew that Kelly was sexually abusing minors and that Kelly made several videotapes documenting the abuse, and that's in count 5. So Kelly and McDavid went to great lengths to cover up the abuse, including paying large sums of money to witnesses to ensure that they would lie to law enforcement about the criminal conduct. So this is why they cannot separate R. Kelly and McDavid. They can't. They cannot. There's no way. That severance is going to be denied. There's no way that the judge is going to look at all this shit, which he has millions of times already, because a lot of this is repeat. Some of this is new to us, though. This is new to us. Some of the stuff is new to us. We knew certain things. We just didn't know a little bit of the other details. So they went through great lengths to cover up. And they cannot separate these two guys. They cannot. Because in furtherance of Kelly and McDavid's conspire to obstruct justice, it is alleged in the superseding indictment that Kelly used physical abuse, violence, threats of violence, blackmail, and other controlling behaviors against victims so that Kelly could maintain control over them, prevent them from providing evidence to law enforcement, and persuade them to continue to abide by prior false statements relating to Kelly's sexual contact and sexual acts with minors and videos of such conduct. So at the trial, the government will introduce testimony and evidence of the physical, emotional, and sexual abuse that Kelly inflicted on minors 1, 3, 4, 5, and 6 over the course of several years. So the victims will testify about how Kelly used violence and threats of violence to control, manipulate, and isolate them, all as a means to coerce the victims to have sex with Kelly and prevent them from reporting Kelly to the police. So, for example, the government expects that minor 1 will testify that Kelly began hitting her when she was around 17 or 18 years old. So all that time from when Rashonda was 12, when she first met R. Kelly, 13, she started having sex with R. Kelly. So from 13 to 18, so for 5 years, 4 to 5 years, let's give a take, right? 17 or 18. So within the 4 or 5 years, he never put a hand on her. Never. He was just probably persuading her with money and gifts and stuff like that. So minor one will also testify about how Kelly isolated her from her family and friends and controlled her every move, including who minor one was allowed to talk to. As another example, minor 5, as we know, is Rashona, which is her cousin, who also testified in 2008 for R. Kelly, saying that that wasn't Rashonda and R. Kelly on the tape. Who's backstage? Hey, what's up, DJ Amazing? What's up, bro?
I'm listening to you, but I got a couple of issues with the motion. But I'm gonna listen to you until you're ready for me to speak. So I'm just gonna let me know when the floor is open.
Okay, no problem. And thank you. Okay. So minor 5 will also describe the strict rules that Kelly had regarding who minor 5 was allowed to speak to, and that minor 5 had to seek Kelly's permission before interacting with other men. According to minor 5, there was one instance where Kelly punched a man after he told minor 5 that he thought minor 5 was cute. Oh, wow. So R. Kelly decked somebody in the face because another person thought she was cute. OMG. In short, Kelly used physical violence and emotional manipulation to entice, coerce the victims to have sex with them. Thus, testimony about how Kelly hit or otherwise inflicted physical violence against the victims is direct evidence of the 2422B charges. So, evidence of Kelly's physical abuse is also direct evidence of the charged conspiracy to obstruct justice, which alleges that between approximately 2000 and 2019, Kelly used physical abuse, violence, threats of violence, blackmail, and other controlling behaviors against victims so that Kelly could maintain control over them. Okay, so see here where it says 2000 to 2019, how they're going to show that he used physical abuse. They are going to use some evidence from the New York trial. Yes, they are. And that right there tells me so. So Kelly could, okay, so he would use physical threats of violence, blackmail, and other controlling behaviors against victims so that Kelly could maintain control over them. So he would also prevent them from providing evidence to law enforcement and persuade them to continue to abide by prior false statements relating to Kelly's sexual contact and sexual acts with minors and videos of such conduct. As a result, minor one testimony about Kelly's physical and emotional abuse of her while she was an adult is also direct evidence of the charge 371. Oh, wow. So, motion number 8 is for prior notice concerning Rule 608 about impeachment. So the government moves to bar each party from introducing evidence, including by asking questions on cross-examination. So under Rule 608B, except upon prior notice to the court and the opposing party outside the presence of the jury, Rule 608B provides that specific instances of past conduct may be inquired into on cross-examination if and only if they concern the witness's character for truthfulness. Okay. So by its very nature, impeachment based upon a witness' prior conduct that is not relevant to the matter at issues creates a risk of causing unfair prejudice to an opposing party. First, a party attempting to conduct such impeachment may erroneously believe that such impeachment is appropriate when it is not. The end result being that the impropriety of the impeachment is only discovered after the disparaging impeaching conduct is presented to the court as part of an attorney's question. Okay, second, even if some conduct may properly fall within the scope of Rule 608B, counsel may exceed any limitations on the scope to which such matters may be addressed on cross-examination. Third, depending on the nature of the past conduct raised by the examiner. Okay, the jury may not be able to obey the court's instruction to disregard the contents of an improper question heard by the jury. Okay. Motion number 9 talks about to preclude an argument or evidence designed to elicit jury nullification. So the government moves this court to preclude the defendant from arguing or otherwise presenting evidence or pursuing lines of inquiry designed to elicit jury nullification. It is well settled that it is improper for a defendant to suggest in any way that the jury should acquit defendant even if it finds that the defendant has met its burden of proof. So in the circuit court in 2012, in this case, United States versus Laguna, the court held that district court properly found that evidence offered by the defendant was irrelevant and served to only confuse the jury or invite the jury to acquit, even if the government satisfied each element of the offenses. Okay. All right. As I said, you guys, if you guys want to see or hear the full document in its entirety, please go to Grown Little Boy's channel. I believe I shared his video on my community wall as well. So if you get a chance, go check out the whole document over there, okay? Okay. Now, they also put in motion number 10 to preclude discovery requests or commentary regarding discovery in the presence of the jury. So the government moves this court to preclude the parties from requesting discovery from witnesses or opposing counsel, moving the court for such discovery, or otherwise commenting on discovery matters. So in the presence of the jury. So they don't want them discussing discovery stuff, discovery requests, and commenting on regarding the discovery. Interesting. Very interesting. Then motion number 11 says that it's a motion to exclude evidence or arguments regarding the constitutionality of the statutes criminalizing the production and receipt of the child pornography. So arguments pertaining to the constitutionality of the statutes criminalizing child pornography offenses are wholly irrelevant to the indictment in this case and do not affect the Supreme Court's and the Seventh Circuit's unequivocal ruling that the First Amendment and the Commerce Clause do not protect child pornography. Motion number 12 is a motion to preclude argument or evidence of non-pertinent traits of defendant's character. So again, they're forbidding these things. These are the things that they do not want to happen. When it says preclude, these are the things that they want to take out or leave out of the evidence. Don't bring it in. The government moves the court to exclude all evidence offered by defendants of their lawfulness and or non-corrupt conduct, except reputation or opinion evidence offered by character witnesses, strictly in accordance with the limitations of Federal Rules of Evidence 405A. And that other than testimony from character witnesses fitting within the narrow confines of 405A, no such evidence is admissible. Okay. And motion number 13 is a motion to preclude defenses of alibi or unavailability and mental defect. So under Rules 12.1 and 12.2 of the Federal Rules of Criminal Procedure require that a defendant provide the government with notice of the following defenses. 1, any alibi or similar defense that the defendant intends to raise, including any defense asserting that defendant's unavailability on or near the dates named in the indictment, Rule 12.1 and 2, notice of any defense to be raised of a mental defect inconsistent with the state of mind required for the offense charges. Where's my water? Get a sip of water, guys. Give me a second. So in this motion, which is motion number 14, the motion is to preclude defense counsel from defining the term reasonable doubt. Wow. So the government moves the court to order the defense not to attempt to define the term reasonable doubt during opening statement or closing statements. So you can't do like Tricky Nicky did. Without a shadow of a doubt, ladies and gentlemen, without a reasonable shadow of a doubt, ladies and gentlemen, with reasonable doubt, shadow of a doubt, ladies and gentlemen. No. You cannot do those things. You cannot talk about reasonable doubt during opening or closing arguments. Okay? Wow. The government is putting a number on R. Kelly and these guys. Oh, boy. Now,
I have so many arguments with so many arguments. Whenever you get a chance, let me know when you're ready, because I got so much to say.
Okay, I don't know what happened. All right. Okay. All right. So DJ, we're almost done. So if you want, so you don't forget your thought, you could chime in.
Okay, on that last, I should have just did this. On that last page you just read, it seems to me, like I said, I'm not for or against, but I am for people's rights and, black man's rights. Now, it seems to me some of these things that they're putting in these motions, they're forbidding, R. Kelly to use any of his amendment rights. It seems like they're stripping him of his, a lot of those 4th, 5th, 6th, First Amendment rights are being taken from him by the way they worded it in the motion. That it's like them telling him, we forbid you to use any of your intelligence or your rights. I don't know if you agree with that, but I'm gonna let back and let you rebuttal to this.
Well, for what I see, the defense can come back and rebut this, okay? And then the government will rule on this. But the government has to do whatever it is that the government has to do to make things stick, to make sure that the victims, okay, are safe from harm. Get it?
Oh, I get that, but like I said, some of these, like for instance, when they said they forbid him from using, I made a note. You said clear of what did you say? Not guilty. What word did you use? I didn't write it down. I tried to catch it. You said he can't use like a not
Reasonable
guilty.
doubt?
Yeah, you can't use it. I've never heard where you cannot use a reasonable doubt. When did that ever become a thing? Long as I've been, listening to court, when did that ever become a thing where you can say, a reasonable doubt, put in the jury's mind, a reasonable doubt. For instance, this kid's been a criminal his whole life. We have to say he's guilty.
Well, in here, it says that the reason why it should not be defined, right? So they shouldn't use it because any attempt to define the term presents a risk without any real benefit. So that
benefit to the state. That's what I'm saying. Benefit of the state. The state could use it. It's basically saying we could use it, but we don't want you to use it in any kind of shape, way, or form. That's what that sounds like to me. I don't know if that sounds like that to you, but that's almost like me and you going into a small claims court, and I say you hit my car. You say you didn't hit my car, but yet I have more evidence than you have, and I can't say, well, she did it. Here's the proof. Yeah, I have to say she's guilty. That's preventing me from using my own evidence.
Well, no, you have to remember, reasonable doubt is upon the government. The government has to prove beyond reasonable doubt that R. Kelly is guilty.
Right.
Right. So they're just saying that when the defense team is going to use their opening statements or their their closing arguments, they cannot say, they shouldn't use it because it's a potential risk. It's a risk without any real benefit. Because by you saying that doesn't mean that that's going to change the minds of the jury.
But they're saying you can't use. So they're saying, okay, if he said it, it may stick with them. Like, for instance, your closed argument could be all these charges of R. Kelly. I'm just saying, for hypothetically speaking, I'm in the courtroom and I'm saying this man has already been found innocent of all these charges before. He's already been there, done it. Y'all should find this man innocent and say, he's not guilty of any of these crimes. It's almost like them using it, but he can't use it. It's almost what they're saying. They don't want that to be a closing argument.
They don't want him to use that word. They don't want the lawyers to use that word. And that is because the word and the term leans towards a misleading refinements.
But so it's already so much misleading things in this case. There's so many misleading things.
There's nothing.
Like I said, I'm not for or against them, but I'm saying go ahead.
There's nothing here that's misleading. Everything here is the preponderance of evidence that the government has to present their case beyond the shadow of a doubt, a reasonable doubt that he is guilty.
See, you're saying the exact same thing that they're saying. Like I said, I don't know where you stand on this whole situation, but you don't think none of his rights are being violated?
No.
What's your articulate suspicion of his rights not being violated? I want to hear from your perspective, not your personal feelings of the case, but from the looks, from the whole. Put it in a nutshell. I'll put it that way, so we won't be so long.
Basically, they're just saying that this is a weak statement. Using that one statement, that phrase is a weak statement. It's not going to convince the jury, so it shouldn't even be mentioned.
But if
It's
they're not
just
worried about that, why
redundant.
can't it be mentioned? If they're not so concerned about it, then why are they concerned about it?
Well,
Again,
they're saying
you're
here-
raising the question.
Well, like they're saying here, the government's argument was proper because it was invited by defense counsel's own improper attempt to define the reasonable doubt standard.
And then it's almost like they're telling you, what can you use as a closing argument? They may want to, like you said, they may come back and
You
rebuttal
can
that
say
and want.
whatever you want. You just don't use the word reasonable doubt. That's it.
But that's a right. You know what I'm saying? I get what you're
No,
saying.
that's
But
not
that
a
is
right.
a right.
That's not a right. No, that's not violating any right. That's just asking for the judge to tell them don't use that word because it's improper. That's all.
Okay, let's agree to agree that no, either side should be able to use it. We'll just use it that way. Either side cannot use it. Can we just agree to that? Both sides can't use it.
Of course, both sides can't use it because the other side is not going to use it. The government is not going to use it, and neither is the defense. They're not going to use that word.
So where do you stand on the case? I get that, but where do you stand?
Guilty. Where do I stand?
But why? But you have to say why. You can't just say that.
They got tapes. First of all, DJ Amazing, please answer me this question. If you being a man, right?
Okay.
Let's just say you were in this situation. If it's not you on the tape, right? Why would you have all these people buying up these videotapes of Damon Pryor and Lisa Van Allen? Is he protecting Damon Pryor? Is Damon Pryor being indicted? Is Damon Pryor looking at life? I'm confused. Can you answer that?
Okay, I can listen to that. And like I say, I'm not gonna sit and say I know what's on them tapes, but like I say, when they present those tapes, if it presents itself and the tapes are available, then yeah, 100% he's cooked. There is no ifs, ands, but about it. He's cooked. If those tapes get used in any shape, way, or form, he is cooked. And
they are going to be used because they already said it in this argument here, in these motions, that they are going to use the tapes, and the girls who are on the tapes are going to testify. He's done.
Now, fellas, that young lady that was in the first trial. Now, I feel like she, this is gonna come off as not woman-like, but didn't she say in the first one it wasn't her? And how could she come back and say it is her? That's what I don't understand. How can you come back? Isn't that considered double jeopardy?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you. Okay, she never testified at all. It was the parents. She was not available for the courts. Period. And when when she did get interviewed by investigators, she falsified documents, and then the family left the country.
I remember, but they said R. Kelly paid that family. Like I say, we don't even know the facts of that story. It's like I say, it's so many unanswered questions to the point to where we need more questions.
That's why Chicago's coming August 1st, 2022. We will have our answers. All the missing pieces will come together. Give me 1 second, DJ.
Go ahead. Take your time.
I'm getting a little dry throat. I had to get another water.
I'm drinking water, listening to these motions. I'm just I think I'm gonna start doing videos on some of these things.
All right, that's cool. Do your thing, brother. Do your thing.
But I'm still listening to what you're saying, so go ahead. You were speaking before you left.
What I was going to read is part number 15, motion number 15. which is the motion to allow government to recall the case agent during its case in chief. So the government respectfully requests permission from the court. Hold on, I think somebody just popped up. Oh, yeah. Keep. What's up, mama?
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Did you want to say something before I continue reading?
Oh yes, sure.
Yeah, let me go on mute so I can listen.
Yes, sir.
We've been through for 3 years, no matter what side we on. We done heard all this stupidness, because it is stupid, about violation of rights and
Right.
double jeopardy. That has already been ruled on.
Established.
Yes, it's already been established. So it's good that the government is stopping the stupid defenses that may come for the defense team.
Right.
So I just wanted to encourage you to listen to your audience who I see in the chat. So let's keep reading, because it's really nothing to debate at this point.
Right.
That's all I want to say.
Right. You're absolutely right. I mean, everything is in the pudding. The pudding is the pudding, and it's all right here in our face. I mean, wait till the trial starts. It's gonna really slap everybody in the face.
Yeah. And we see very clearly, and we've seen this for 3 years, that tapes do exist, and they are in the trial. They have been authenticated, because if it
Well, no,
wasn't,
hold on. Let me hold you there, because
go.
his lawyer is already getting someone to analyze those tapes. Last time I checked, so they're not confirmed.
As well as they supposed to. They're supposed to do that.
Right.
So what are you saying? They're supposed to do that.
They got
because Michael every night he had them.
Right. They have to vet the tapes. They have to make sure they had to get forensics analysis to make sure that the video is authenticated. It's not a fake. It's not a this. It's not a that. And then when it comes out that the prosecution will rebut whatever bullshit, if any, that his defense forensics person will do, they will come and rebut it with their own forensics person. So this is going to be interesting. I want to see how that's going to work out. And like I said, I put
with
on
those
my
100 devices. Wall. Yeah, okay.
Right. I put on my community wall that the little man defense is not going to work. Sorry.
Yeah, y'all can forget that. They already one of the tapes, and it says this in the hearing transcript for July 2019, said one of the tapes were from the 2008 trial. It did say that. And also, there's records that the FBI also authenticated that tape that I'm speaking of.
Yes,
the article is out there in the internet sphere, the internet world. If people do research, they should be able to find it, but they're not going to put it up on their channels.
Right. Of course.
So yeah, just continue reading. This motion eliminated just got people nervous. That's all.
That's what it is, mamita. Tu sabe. You already know.
They're just nervous. It's gonna be okay.
It's okay. That's what I say.
So let me ask you ladies this. Both you ladies in the chat can answer this. Do y'all think that he should get? Okay, I mean, if let's say he does say he get guilty, get found guilty, or whatever the case may be, do y'all think he deserves to spend the rest of his life in prison? Because all of his victims claim.
Yes,
hold on.
He is.
All of his victims say
he is.
Hold on. Let me finish. All of the women of his victims say they don't want him to serve life in prison, or they don't even want him to even go to prison. So that's a conflict of interest in that by itself.
No,
because if you done something to me, hold on. If you done something to me, and they ask me what you should get, of course I'm gonna say the max. So why are these women saying something different?
Because that's how they feel.
I know that's how they feel. That's just their opinions. Remember, they were in love with this man. He hypnotized these girls, bro. Come on now. He's the king of R&B, the king of persuasion. Okay? Let's get that shit right.
I will roll with that. I'm behind you with that, but it still doesn't change the fact when you have when the judge asks you for closing.
That means nothing.
when the
That
judge asks
means
him, when the
nothing.
judge gives up the sentencing and they ask these victims to come forward and they ask them what their opinion is, they're gonna take that under consideration. Y'all don't think that?
Lizette just
That,
told
that
TMZ or
makes
whoever
sense.
she
What's up,
told them
Tim?
that he needs to be in there for 25 to life.
Right.
And
And
she's
that's
a
how
victim.
she
So
feels.
DJ Amazing, I'm not sure what you're talking about because it don't matter how the victims feel of how much time he should get. It's the crime that he committed.
Right.
So their opinion of how much time that he should get don't even matter.
That's not going to matter. It's going to be irrelevant. They're not even going to bring it up in the case. They're not. I
Victims
I
mean,
do
would
get
like
to
to know
speak, but
I would like to
victims
know
do
these
get to speak.
No,
violations of
no,
rights
no,
that you
no.
speak about.
They're not gonna speak on his behalf. No, they're not.
No, I didn't say on his behalf. No, 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 no. I said sentencing when the judge acts. It says victim statements.
Okay.
They're not gonna give a victim statement in his favor. That's
no.
for his friends to come up and do.
That's not what I'm
Right.
saying. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying the women who all said they didn't want him to go to prison. I don't know if those women are gonna come forward and say the
Who
exact
are
same
those
thing.
women? Who are they?
Excuse me. I would like to say something. The prosecutors asked those victims, and some of them, because it's in the transcripts, of course, they asked them, "Do you want to be here?" The prosecutors asked their witnesses that,
Yes.
and you had a couple of them that say no, and he still got found guilty.
Right.
So,
Right.
what
But
It
as your
impact
doesn't
did
statement
that
matter
on
if
says,
to
the girls
family?
make statements or not. It
as you
doesn't
said,
matter.
well, we have to just wait and see. I'm not
DJ
disagreeing to
Amazing.
agree
Do
with you
you
with
know
that
how
one.
old R. Kelly is?
Yes, he's old as Medusa.
No,
It's
no, like serious. How do you understand the charges that he's facing? So it's like no matter what in the New York and the Chicago, he's
right.
gonna spend the rest of his life in jail.
No matter what. Even if he got 20 here, 15 there, 30 there, or life there, he's gonna do life no matter what. He's 55 years old.
He's done. And he's guilty. And nobody is stripping him from his rights.
Right. Nobody.
He has been committing these same crimes that where he obstructed the case in 2008. He's been still committing the same crimes,
Right.
getting away with it. Now
Redundant.
his time has come, and now he has to face it. And
That's
that's
right.
what's happening right now.
Right.
Okay, so victim number one. Let's take victim number one for instance. Ezreal. We all know that's Ezreal. Do y'all think she's innocent in all of this?
Wait, wait, wait,
She
wait,
was
wait, wait, wait,
17.
wait,
She
wait.
was
Hold
a
on.
minor. A minor cannot consent. R.
Wait,
Kelly was
mama.
48,
Wait,
31
Tim.
years older than her.
Wait, baby. Wait. Hold on. DJ. Right now,
DJ trying to build his channel or something because he talking foolishness.
Right, because
No,
first of
no.
all,
Like
wasn't
I
you
said,
on here
like I
reading?
told you, like I told you,
Diva on
I'm
here
not for
reading, you
or
hopping on here
against.
interrupting with crazy stuff.
right. I was almost finished with the document anyway. So, all right,
It's
listen.
just my perspective. I'm not feeling. I'm trying to sound
Boy,
Ain't,
but I
ain't
ain't no
nobody,
dag
ain't
on
nobody stripping this
perspective.
man from his rights. R. Kelly
Right.
stripped himself from his rights. R.
I can't
Kelly
even
stripped
tell
them
what
girls
rights.
from
He
their rights.
stripped.
R.
Right.
Kelly didn't tell them young little girls that he got herpes. Now they gotta live with that shit for the rest of their fucking
Right.
life.
Right.
Fuck R. Kelly.
Right.
All middle
Ain't,
fingers.
ain't
Fuck R.
nobody
Kelly.
stripping him from shit.
All middle
He
fingers.
did all that shit to them girls.
It's on tape.
Right.
See,
Violating their rights.
just listening to you, I'm simply saying you have every right to feel that way, but you got your emotions involved in this case.
No,
That's what
no,
I'm saying. I'm
it's not.
looking
It's
at it
not
from a
about
different
emotions. You
perspective.
got your emotions involved because you hopped up here talking about this man is being stripped his fucking rights, and that's not true.
That's not true. That's not
That's
true.
not true at all. So you and your emotions because
Yeah.
you are repeating some shit that has already been established
Right.
with
He's
his
not.
due process and stupid bullshit.
Don't even know
That
what due
shit is
process
irritating as
means.
fuck.
Don't even know what due
That's
process
what my
means.
problem is. The shit is fucking irritating. Y'all keep hopping up here with this dumbass shit when this man been getting away with this shit for the past 30 fucking years.
30 years.
He is a grown ass man and he know what the fuck he was doing.
He knew
Y'all
what he
always want
was
to
I
bring
do
up
doing.
not
Asheville.
think.
She was 17 and he was 48.
All
I
right. Now,
don't.
what I was trying to say to you, DJ, is right now we are talking about the Chicago case. We have moved on from New York. We are just worried about his sentencing. Everything was established. He was convicted. We are just waiting for sentencing. What we're talking about right now is Chicago. So we're not worried about New York. We're worried about Chicago right now.
Oh man.
Okay. So can I rebuttal to that? Y'all gonna jump on me?
Go ahead.
Okay. Again, I'm following the Chicago case, and I think he has a better chance in Chicago than he did in New York. And the reason being, I think Bajin.
A better chance
You know
with
what I gotta say?
videos. A better chance with
I just want the man to have a fair trial.
I can't even believe.
That's all I'm saying. I want the man to have a fair trial.
Yo,
That's
DJ,
all I want the man to do is have a fair trial.
DJ Amazing, let me ask this. Let me ask, what violations of rights do you speak of?
Right. Please tell me, because
yeah.
I mean, where do I start? His first, fifth, sixth, and seventh amendment rights have been violated, but y'all don't see it that way.
Okay, all right. So his Sixth Amendment right is what?
Lord have mercy, Jesus Christ.
What's his Sixth Amendment, DJ?
Hold on, let me get my notes. Hold on, give me time to get my notes. I have all this written down.
All right, he copied some notes for what they listen to other YouTubers. Y'all get
paying attention, I bet you
the answer he's going to give is a YouTube answer. He's going to give a YouTube answer. Everybody brace yourselves. This is so sad.
Wait a minute.
This shit is so sad. YouTube answers, Lord.
Espérate. You mean to tell me he came up here to talk about violating rights and he don't even know them at the top of his head and he's been paying attention?
5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and you can't even remember the Sixth Amendment right. The Sixth Amendment right is
due process.
I just looked at my screen. I didn't know he dropped down.
Yes, he did, Mama. He went to go get his notes, he said.
All right. Let's let him get his notes.
Wait, Levi's here. Levi, you better be a good boy.
Hey, how you doing?
Hi, Levi. Please tell me you're gonna be a good boy.
Yeah, I'm only gonna be on here for a minute.
Okay.
If I may be allowed to speak.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
You know, the one thing I've always been against is bullying. I've had a couple of moments on YouTube where I've become upset, but I've always been respectful towards others. I've always looked at this case concerning my cousin as being a legal case, and I felt that there was no room for personal attacks and things of that sort. That's
what happens on YouTube, Levi. We in the YouTube world where everybody attacks.
I disagree with that. I totally disagree with that. If that's where we are with it.
Telling me nobody attacks Levi? Come on now.
Well, may I speak?
Levi.
Am I allowed to speak?
Somebody is
am I allowed to speak?
They're live now, so just stop.
I'm on here to defend DJ Amazing. What I just heard.
So ain't nobody on here bullying him. Y'all want to get up here and play the sympathy card for this pedophile? That is irritating. Irritating, Levi. It is irritating.
Okay, may I speak or not? I'll just come off if I can't speak.
Go ahead, Tears. Let's let him speak for a second. Go ahead.
You know, I'm gonna say this. If this is where I see a change.
Have no noise. That's Levi.
No. Oh, is that Levi?
I'm gonna say this. I'm at the airport. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's why. Okay.
I see a change in tone since Larry's been home, and I see individuals who have been respectful. What I just heard with DJ Amazing, anyone who plays the video back, he was very respectful. He was very humble. And now I'm looking at bullying. And I'm going to just say this real quick.
Levi, who is bullying? No. I want you to be clear of who you talking about, because I don't like insinuations and I don't like all of that. So say who you're talking about. Who's bullying? Who's bullying?
Be
direct.
I was speaking on Diva's channel before you cut me off.
No, you are talking about that somebody was bullying DJ Amazing. I want you to say who that person is.
I would expect for you to just jump in. This is Diva's channel, and I was trying to speak with her.
Really? I'm asking you a question.
This is
You
Diva's
hop
channel.
on
Yes,
Diva's
it
channel.
is.
You hop on Diva's channel defending DJ Amazing. Who are you defending him against?
Right.
May I be allowed to finish my
I need
statement?
for you to be direct, Levi. I need for you to be direct, Levi.
Let's see him be direct. Go ahead, Levi.
Excuse me, I'm speaking to Diva.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead, sir.
I've seen a different tone.
Ring
since
around
Larry's
the
been
rosy.
home.
Ring around
See,
the
this
rosy
is
because I
what-
seen a different tone when you came at Kayla on my channel. Don't even try to do it because I know what you're doing, Levi.
Let me ask you a question. I got a question for Tears. Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna keep it
No,
like
because
that.
that indirect shit, you say you talking about me. Just say that.
where is-
'Cause I'm the only
where
one
is
that
the
came
young-
at DJ Amazing the way I did.
Where's the young lady that?
I hate when people be indirect. That's irritating.
I'm speaking to Diva. Now I'm speaking to Diva. You know what's so interesting? I watched y'all for 3 years advocate for a young lady called Azriel Clary. She has not even listen. Excuse me. She has not even shouted y'all out. She's never been on your channel. She's never been on your channel. She's never said thank you. So really, all of y'all look. You look crazy. So she's not even thank you. You disrespected DJ Amazing. He was very polite. Now y'all acting like.
Wait. I got something to
R.
say.
Kelly can't even tell the world you hear your cousin.
Wait, mama, wait a minute. First of all, Levi, we are not looking for any type of rewards, accolades, championships, none of that shit. We are just simply here to show the ladies that we are here in support of their decisions, to finally speak up against a man who has been a monster towards girls and women for decades. Can you get that?
We not asking for no fucking cookie.
Right.
The fuck? That is not what we here for. See, I'm like the R. Kelly supporters. We not trying to do shit so R. Kelly can notice us. The R. Kelly supporters, y'all all against each other because y'all all trying to prove a point to R. Kelly. That's not what we here for. We not here advocating for victims just because we want to be recognized by them. We can fucking give a fucking less. But y'all motherfuckers, all of y'all all against each other because y'all all pick me. You see what you did, R. Kelly? You see what I did? You see what I did? That's y'all. Don't put that shit on us.
That's right. That's why we are strong over here. We don't have all that bickering because we're not trying to see who's head chief and who does more and who's this and who talks to that victim and who talks to that parent. We are not you people.
Don't be hopping over here in your feelings saying that somebody else in their feelings. Like Diva over here reading the Chicago paperwork. DJ Amazing hopped on here talking about New York bullshit of him being stripped of his goddamn rights, and he don't even know what the fuck he talking about. That shit is irritating.
Right.
We are too far along in this shit to be talking about some dumb ass shit like that. That's irritating. I'm irritated right now by that dumb shit. So I hate to hop up on here and say something because he keeps talking about it. The fuck? And you can't even say what amendment rights he's being stripped of. You don't even know what the fuck you talking about. Then Levi want to hop over here and talk about he getting bullied and won't say who he getting bullied by. I hate indirect bullshit.
You won't read that paperwork, though.
Y'all that paperwork. That the paperwork is being read. Fuck R. Kelly. He ain't never getting out.
Middle fingers.
Period.
Fuck R. Kelly. Put the middle fingers in the chat.
Put the middle fingers in the chat.
Fuck R. Kelly. Fuck R. Kelly.
You hear me talking about Azriel ain't never shouted us out. Who gives a fuck? Is she with R. Kelly? Did she flip on R. Kelly? Did she say where all the 100 devices is? That's the victory right there, motherfucker.
Hello, we're very happy.
The fuck? We don't need no goddamn shout out. Who asked for a fucking cookie? Nobody asked for shit from nobody. Y'all crazy.
Some Oreos.
R. Kelly can't even come out and tell the world that this nigga is my cousin. He was asked the questions if that was a fake call or not on Old Dude's channel. He said he don't want to answer that. So don't try to get up on here and tell us what ain't nobody has said for us to support us. What have R. Kelly did for y'all? Please
He
don't.
had never shouted athletes out. He ain't never thanked them for no protesters and releasing balloons in the wind for his birthday.
Right.
Go
Yeah, they
edit your
want us
60-page
they want
essay
to
or
disrespect
dissertation.
Azrael, but the point remains that Azrael was 17, R. Kelly was 48. Who was the fucking adult? I don't care if the parents pushed her onto him. I don't give a fuck. Who
Right.
was the adult? And when them doors was closed, when
That's
the
right.
security closed that door, he still wanted to eat that little girl's booty.
That's right. At the end of the day, and he even came up with a strategy with his lawyers to get the girl back. Are you fucking kidding me? But he's innocent, but yet he wants to buy up all these tapes.
Speak on those John Does.
They are mad that the truth is coming out. They are mad that Chicago is gonna bury this motherfucker. That is the problem.
Yep. So
and like I don't even know why Levi hopped up here and even said anything about Azrael when this is not what it's about. Like, what was the point? You are mad and in your feelings. That whole comment right there showed that.
Right. What's up, Noni? She came into the building like, what up, what up? Noni, you with us?
I'm asleep. I can't.
Yes, I'm here. I'm here, but Levi always running away like a little girl.
Talk about them John Does, Levi. Then we can talk some business. Talk about
hey, Mrs. Rogers.
Hey, Miss Rogers. Hey, JoJo. What's up, mama? My ladies are in the building. Look at that. How about that, Levi?
They don't be supporting y'all. Like, y'all are weird as hell.
How about that, Levi? I have Mama Rogers and Javante in my chat. They're supporting me. How about that? Wow. I didn't ask them. They came here because they felt like it. What about that? How about that? They support us. We support them. Did you know that? No, you didn't know that, but now you know, Papito. Check out the chat. Screenshot that shit. Make sure you put it on your wall, okay?
Like, what's the point?
The thing is, I don't understand. Levi, I know you listening. You sit here talking about terrorists this and terrorists that, but you can't even give a prime example of how to make a movement. You just down people, whether what side they on or not, but you can't give no direct answer.
Never.
Because he's just here to distract us.
Gives
we
you
know
the fucking
this.
merry-go-round.
Around I've seen this pattern for 3 years.
Right, there's never a
what
yes
that
or a no.
60-page document said.
There's never a yes or a no.
Document 60 pages.
Mommy, the link is pinned, baby. The link is pinned to the top of the chat, Lakendra.
Oh no, Lakendra gonna come up on here. Jesus.
She's gonna come up here. She's gonna curse out JoJo, Levi, and everybody. Well, in the meantime, let me finish this last couple of because it's only a couple of pages left, I believe. Let me go here. All right, so
I want some cookies too.
Number 15, there's motion number 15, allows the government to recall the case agent during its case in chief. So the government respectfully requests permission from the court to recall the case agent, a special agent from Homeland Security Investigations, during the course of the trial so that testimony can be presented to the jury in an orderly and understandable manner. Who just popped up? Oh, there she goes. Hey, baby girl.
Hey. Hold on, let me exit off this other.
You sound good, mama. All right. All right, so I'm gonna you want to say something, Kendra, before I continue reading?
Yeah, real quick. Y'all ready? Heaven, I need a hug. Isn't anybody out there willing to embrace this thug? The fuck? I'm finished. You can go ahead, sis.
I wish.
Asshole. Levi, what did your cousin do for you? What have you done?
He bought him a couple of
anybody got that?
40s. He bought him a couple of 40s of OE.
Got to be. He bought that bike. You reckon he bought that bike? Oh. Okay. Go ahead, sis.
All right. And I saw JoJo's video. Girl, I ain't get to see
Girl, a whole drunk.
Are you gonna go live about that later?
Yeah, I'm gonna go live after you.
Okay, baby. So I'm gonna make this snappy so we can go over there.
All right.
Oh no. Hold on, y'all.
What happened, Mama? What happened, Tears?
Hold on, y'all.
Somebody popping shit in the chat or something?
Levi wants to be R. Kelly so bad. He try to have his head shaped like him, try to sing like him, wear shades like him.
Steven and Kendra. My
Say
bad.
it again.
Look in that private comment I just put in there.
Okay, hold up.
Okay, sis.
Oh. Hold on.
Jesus in the morning. Listen here. Dang. Boy, these YouTube streets is strong here.
Wait. Oh, okay. Got
Crack
it.
is whack.
I
Crack is whack.
Forget it. Go ahead.
Crack is whack.
Oh my God. I'm about to go do that right now, too.
Crack is whack.
Lord.
Yo, crack is whack, bro.
Yeah.
When Whitney said crack is whack, I make too much money to ever smoke crack. Crack is whack.
Oh man. Let me
Yeah. Y'all about to make me sing. Beyonce.
Hold on, I'm behind the scenes, y'all. Give me a second.
Hold on.
I'm going.
Javante say, "Don't run, Levi. Don't run, Levi. Bring your ass. Bring that
man. Ham Hocks is live too, Lord.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
Oh, not beefsteak. Beefsteak live.
Hold on. Yeah, that's the one.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Y'all want me to sing a Kale song for y'all? Heaven, I need a hug.
Oh, wait. What?
Willing to embrace the thug.
Ooh. Cheers.
We having a change of heart.
Did DJ Amazing find his notes yet?
No, girl, he ain't got them
I think
shit.
he got lost, Mama.
He ain't got them shit, girl. Hey, Key.
Hey, Kendra. See?
He got lost, y'all.
Come up here trying to defend something, but can't come up with true and actual facts. Typical, so typical.
I mean, you know what? The thing I don't get, DJ Amazing, if you're listening, so what you're trying to say is that I guess you're trying to say that some of the survivors may say he don't need to get any time. Well, it's not really up to them anymore. That much. The government has taken over, and whatever the government says, that's what we're gonna go by. Okay, right. We ain't on feelings right now. All right. So I'm gonna need you to get out them feelings.
Right. But we're in our emotions, and he's not. I'm confused.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right?
And Levi, your nugget-headed ass with the bullying shit. How the hell was that bullying? And what statement or anything that was said was bullying? See, that's how I know you ain't got it all. It ain't all upstairs. You ain't got it all. It ain't clicking up there. You came over here you came over here to be a distraction. That's what the fuck you did. But you can't distract shit over here because we read.
Right, we getting right back into it.
We get right back into it.
Word. Let me get back into it and finish this shit. We almost
Yeah,
done.
let's do this. Let's do this.
So like I said, so motion part number 15 is they're asking to allow the government to recall the agent that was working during the case. Okay? So he will be allowed to come in and testify if the government grants so, which I'm pretty sure they will. And then number 16 is the motion to admit business records pursuant to federal rules of evidence 803 and 902. So they have certified copies of domestic business records, which are self-authenticating if the party offering the records provides the adverse party written notice and allows the adverse party to inspect the exhibit and certification, allowing the party to challenge the authenticity of the records. So in other words, the government shows this evidence, the defense has to look at it, authenticate it, make sure it's right. If not, they'll rebut, back and forth. You know how that goes. Then it says under Federal Rule of Evidence 803-6, the records are an exception to the hearsay rule if following conditions exist. So you know how they talk about how they don't like to admit hearsay, but this evidence can be submitted as in hearsay. Okay? Right? That's what that's saying, right? The records are an exception to the hearsay rule. So it's an exception to the rule about hearsay evidence. Okay? And it would be accepted if the conditions are these factors. One, well, should I say A, the records was made at or near the time by or from information transmitted by someone with knowledge. B, the record was kept in the course of a regularly conducted activity of a business, organization, occupation, or calling, whether or not for profit. C, making the record was a regular practice of that activity, which we all know he was always making. He had to keep records of his books, his checks, and all of that. And Daryl McDavid is the one who handled all of that. So I'm telling you, the judge is going to deny the severance. They're not separating them. They cannot separate them. They can't. D, all these conditions are shown by the testimony of the custodian or another qualified witness, or by a certification that complies with Rule 902, 11, or 12, or with a statute permitting certification. Then the opponent does not show that the source of the information, nor the method or circumstances of preparation indicate a lack of trustworthiness. Okay, so that goes for that. That's for the business records. And then in conclusion, for the foregoing reasons, the United States respectfully requests that the current grant the government's motion in limine. Please grant this. Thank you, Mr. Linen-Weber, Judge Linen-Weber. And then they have an exhibit. And we get to get a piece of the Northern District, Illinois. What is this, guys? Discovery. It's under seal, but we get to see a little bit. Look at a little bit of what they got. Okay, so on one side, it talks about the business entity, and then the other side talks about the records that they actually have. So they're going to talk about the American Express information, and those are financial statements and account records for Daryl McDavid. Then they also have Bank of America statements, financial statements, and account records for Minor One. What do you know? Geronda Pace. Not Geronda Pace. Esta loca. That's another loca. I love you, Geronda. Rashonda Landfair. Minor One. RL. That's our girl. They got her stuff too. What do you know? And then they have Citibank records. And those statements and account records are for Winkler and David, which is the accounting firm that McDavid and this guy Winkler own together. Then it says Department of Homeland Security, Customs and Border Protection. So they have travel records for minor one and her parents. So that means that they have the travel records, the airplane tickets, right? Probably the what do you call that? The log and all of that, right? For minor one and her parents. What do you know? R. Kelly definitely sent her out of the country. And they have proof. Then it says preferred travel, and it's the travel records for Milton Brown. So Milton Brown must have went with them on the trip. Who knows? He was probably being a handler overseas. Who knows? Something to think about. I don't know. I'm just, throwing it out there. That's just my opinion. Then they have SunTrust Bank, and they have the financial records for that. And that is for the RSK Enterprises LLC, guys.
Yet he didn't have nothing to do with it.
Right. But his name is right here. RSK, Robert Sylvester Kelly Enterprises.
So he didn't discover that somebody took his money with all these documents?
Right, Keep. Right. He didn't know anything because he don't deal with records. He don't deal with paperwork. Right. He don't deal with none of that. Right. But he knows what's going on. Because everybody has to go to him first. They have to go, Mr. Kelly. Yes.
So McDavid used his funds for him. So McDavid stole R. Kelly's money to use for R. Kelly.
Right. That's what happened. That's the shit on the street. Right.
He didn't steal the money to keep it for himself.
Right. No. Oh, he did. Oh, let me tell you. I got some stuff on David Greer.
Oh, okay. But they saying he stole R. Kelly's money and R. Kelly didn't know anything about it.
No. Of course, when Daryl stole the money, he didn't know about it. But other than that, every time some transaction had to be handled, what do you think happened? Daryl McDavid would go, "Yo, Kels, listen, man. This chick just put in some shit. Miss Logan's just called me, and we got a situation, man. We got a situation." You don't think he did that? I want to know. Y'all think he didn't do that? He sure the fuck did. Because then R. Kelly said, "Wait a minute, who? Which hoe? Which hoe? Which hoe is the one that wants to ruin my life?" I gotta create these falsehoods because I need to protect myself. Because these girls, they just keep coming at me, but my dick just can't stay in my pants. I like to nut on them. I like to play with poop and pee, and I'm a coprophiliac. I'm illiterate. Come on. Ave Maria. So that is the end of that document, guys. So R. Kelly is done. He's done. Stick a fork in him. He's done.
Fuck all his music. He's done.
Right. Keep it for your memory. Start downloading the shit. Make a long ass tape. Keep it for memory.
Keep your shower curtains, your bath rugs,
your clocks, your shirts,
your comforters, your crowns that you made from Burger King. Keep all
your mugs. Right. Keep all of that. Your backgrounds, your pictures of when you saw him in a concert. All that stuff. Don't wash your hands if you touch it.
I will question people that is comfortable with listening to a man that is documented to sexually abuse.
Thank you, Truth.
Girls as young as middle school. How people are comfortable hearing his voice in any manner is beyond me. So,
right. He was really something else. I mean, I believe that he has, multiple personalities. I do believe that he does believe that R. Kelly is one person and Robert is another. I do. I really, truly do. And, him being young when he started and then growing into this grandiose, narcissistic, malignant person. I mean,
what kills me the most is this. The fact that he had enablers and also participants that is coming up on these YouTube streets all comfortable.
right.
Like,
That's the
y'all had
scary
lunch
part.
with a woman that was sexually abusing minors with them, allegedly.
Right. That's crazy. That's crazy right there. He has people, he does have people infiltrating YouTube. Yes, he does. I believe. Yes, he does. I believe
Like,
that.
you people are disgusting. Like, y'all got kids and y'all hanging with people that's on tapes too. Y'all gonna find out why there was 5 defense witnesses. You gonna find out. You definitely gonna find out then.
Right. It's crazy. Hold on, y'all. So, like I say, R. Kelly is done at the end of the day. Thank you, Love is Fair. R. Kelly is done at the end of the day. There's no way that Bonjean is going to get him off of this. There's no way. There's a preponderance of evidence that stretches for a term of 30 years, guys. Come on, man. Use your common sense. Yes, this is all allegations right now because it hasn't been tried in court. But at the end of the day, everything that we've been reading, I mean, do you actually think the government is lying and making up stories? Come on. They put it all together. They do investigations. They got paperwork. They got witnesses. They got people to talk. And most of the people that did the talking were people in his own camp, his own friends, his own family members. Come on now. Let's be real. So you mean to tell me that all these people are lying and R. Kelly's telling the truth? Come on now, y'all. I see you, mama.
Well, I like for them to I like to ask them, why didn't he testify in the New York trial since he's fighting for his life?
Right, since he's so innocent, he should have took the stand. I agree with you, Keith. He should have took the fucking stand. Yeah. Bonjean.
For 3 years, they said he's fighting for his life. He's fighting for his life. Stop contacting the lawyers. He's fighting for his life.
Right.
But he didn't go on the stand.
To fight for his life. Huh. That's crazy. Look at what that kid, Rittenhouse, did. What did that kid do? He shot people, whether he was guilty or not. He went and took the stand because he was fighting for his life. He did it. And look, the jury found him not guilty. How about that? Mommy, connect your device, mama. Truth. Okay, she's there. Hey, baby. Connect your device, mama. Okay. You got to echo, mommy. Take off your YouTube in the background. Hey, baby.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me.
You got to echo, mommy. Take off your YouTube in the background.
Okay, hold on. Let me cut the computer down some. Is it better now?
Yeah, go ahead. Talk again.
Hey, ladies. How's everybody doing?
Okay, we got you. You're good. Hey, baby. How are you, mama?
Hey, ladies. How's everybody doing?
Oh, we hear the echo. Go ahead. Turn it down a little more, ma.
I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna get out because it's echoing too bad.
Yeah, you might have your YouTube channel on. Turn off the YouTube.
Turn off the YouTube. Okay, hold on.
Right. Okay, maybe now. Talk now, Mama.
Okay. What's
Yes,
going
you're
on,
good.
everybody?
Hey, baby, you're good now. You're good. What's up, Truth?
Man, this whole thing is crazy, Diva.
Yeah, I know.
This whole thing is, you know what, Keep? I feel like this. Javante in the building, y'all. What's good?
My baby, I love you, JoJo.
Javante, hey, what's going on?
I can't wait till my baby comes. She's gonna come and see me. I'm telling you.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. But look, this is the thing that I'm tripping on. Keep. I feel like had he came clean in the very beginning of this trial, had he came clean, Your Honor, I'm sorry, showed some kind of remorse. He is the king of R&B. They would have had some leniency on him.
I can agree with that. I can agree with that. Truth.
Maybe.
They would have
because you know what? They did it with Jeffrey Epstein, bro. But he had money. Yeah, no.
They would have had some leniency on him. You know, he probably wouldn't have been looking at life in jail. He probably would have been looking at an institution, at some sort of a facility. Where
he had the opportunity to do this when they did the indictment.
Right.
The opportunity.
Right.
He had that opportunity.
And what happens is when they indicted him back in 2019, he left out that he married Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Yes, in the pretrial service thing. Yes.
So the fact that he did that alone, they're definitely gonna fry his ass.
Yeah. Exactly. And see, it's just like Larry McGee says, he hasn't showed not 1 ounce of remorse. He wants to make it seem like every last one of these girls are lying, and then the freaking super fans, these groupies,
shift blaming.
These groupies is what hurt him the most. Every last one of them groupies put some hurt on R. Kelly. Every last one of them. Every last one of them, they hurt him the most. So no, he's not having a fair trial because he got to deal with groupies outside the courthouse.
There you go. I can agree with that.
He's not having a fair trial. Diva, LaKendra, he's not having a fair trial because he got this woman who almost 60 or 70 years old going outside the courthouse telling people that the girls were lying. So no, his trial is not fair. He is being serviced injustice.
I'm gonna do y'all better. I got way better. This dude has super fans working with Nicole Blank-Becker. That makes it 10 times worse.
Yes.
That the whole lady was implicated in a whole indictment.
Yes.
That's crazy. How is it that these lawyers were mingling with these bloggers even during trial?
It just goes to show they did not care.
They did not care, and they wanted to clout.
They did not care. They only represented him for clout and for money.
Clout, that's it.
They did, even the lawyers, even down to his lawyers.
Yeah.
Injustice.
I'm going right now, JoJo.
It's even more, y'all. It's even more. Which is why they gonna fry his ass.
Right.
Yeah.
You had these dumbasses talking about what the super fans did on the YouTube streets and stuff ain't got nothing to do with R. Kelly. Well, when one of your super fans going to tell a parent in a federal courtroom hallway that he is a stupid bitch, and you're on video, even national television, hopping and running your P-shaped ass, skip to my loop, right behind the lawyers when they leave the courthouse.
With a fucking tiara on your head.
Listen, bye. I'm not today, devil. Not today.
With a tiara on your head. Are you serious? Are you really freaking serious?
I don't get this shit.
How on God's green earth as a full-grown adult do you do these things? How, Keith? How do you do? I can understand you 15, you 16, you 17 years old, and you start struck and you running after celebrities. That part I get. But I don't get these 40 and 50-year-old men and women running after this man, running up to the courthouse, sending letters and sending money in. I don't understand. How do you do that? How? If Hollywood Next got a daughter, where in the hell is her daughter?
Right.
Where in the hell is her daughter?
Yo, she is so funny. Why is she talking about on her channel like she was saying, oh, I'm this and I'm that, and I would, I'm not that type of person that, I'm not raunchy, ratchet, I'm just paraphrasing. I'm not raunchy and ratchet, like those people over there, and I'm really good and I have grace and honor. I mean, that's how she was acting. That's not what she was saying. And I was like, girl, you're the first person to start slandering people and talking nasty with your nasty mouth, being ratchet. What are you talking about?
Oh my God, are you serious? What graceful woman gonna be chasing a man from city to city, state to state, having sex with everybody in the name of R. Kelly? What graceful woman?
Oh Lord.
What graceful woman. See, I would put it out there who she was having sex with in Chicago, but I don't want to bust my homeboy out.
Right.
I don't want to put his business out there. But she's a bust down. She's a bust down. Every city, every state she goes to, every city, in every state she go to, in the name of R. Kelly, she's getting down. She's busting down.
Right.
And that's in real life. What graceful woman does those types of things? Nasty.
Sorry,
Wait
guys.
a minute. What did Kelly Rogers just say?
I'm reading a message. I'm lost. Hold on, y'all.
What did Kelly Rogers just say?
What did Mama say?
Are you talking about
what Hollywood Next did to my husband?
Yes.
Oh my God, she was so fucking nasty with that shit, girl.
Oh my freaking goodness! And I didn't even know nothing about that.
Messed up with Larry too, with his daughters too.
And I know nothing about that one. That's a new one. She just bust my head with that one. See, I told y'all she's a bust down. I told y'all she's a bust down.
Oh, I forgot bust down is a Chicago term.
JoJo said she loves you, Keep. I know. I can't wait to meet you face to face.
I look at the chat. Thank you.
Yes.
Much love to you too.
Most definitely.
Mama Rogers, I love you. I would love for you to come up here one day and talk your shit.
but Miss Rogers, are you meaning to tell me this woman was trying something with your husband?
Nah, she was saying some shit to him in the court. Remember? She was
called him a stupid bitch. Called her a stupid ass bitch or something.
Right. Your daughter's a bitch, a stupid bitch, or some shit like that. Yo,
I'm telling y'all, ain't no overflow room for them niggas. I'm telling y'all, ain't no overflow room. You ain't going to Chicago. After all the antics they did in New York, y'all really think they're gonna allow them things in the courtroom? Ain't no overflow room for them niggas.
Right. JoJo, Blade. JoJo loves you too, mommy. I'm just shouting out little messages. I'm sorry.
The thing is, you see you know your fans is out there acting a damn fool in front of the courtroom. I'm not saying that you're responsible for them, but the fact that you probably was feeding off that ego that you had fans willing to be outside dancing and writing shit in sidewalk chalk or something.
Like they playing hopscotch or some shit.
I can't. Chasing prosecutors. You chasing federal prosecutors to and from the offices. Like, Is that what y'all doing?
When the attorneys was coming outside, when they were walking outside the courthouse, Hollywood Next was yelling, calling them bitches all the way from across the street.
Yeah, she was even making fun of the fucking the prosecutors. She was terrorizing over there.
So
they
she
all
really,
was. They
so
all
she,
was.
so she really terrorizing R. Kelly. That's what she doing. She's stalking that man.
Oh man, those things are scary. Like that other girl, Juliet. Oh Lord, I cannot.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my.
Did you see her keep? I cannot with that one.
Oh my goodness.
But me and my fiance.
That's wild.
Stop playing.
You seen that too, right, Truth? That girl?
Yes.
That's crazy, yo. I swear to God. I mean, R. Kelly's never coming out of jail, so I don't. They will never meet unless he decides to put her on a list. But be careful with that one, bro.
And she just met the man.
And you want to know something even more crazy? I actually think that she's talking to. Have you ever had R. Kelly reach out to you? And look, in Instagram, I had an R. Kelly reach out to me, okay? And he said he was R. Kelly and he needed some help and he wanted me to send some money on his books, this, that, and the third, not to tell nobody, right? And I was like, this is not R. Kelly, stop. And he was like, no, it's really me. It's really me. Shh, please don't let nobody know I have a phone.
Wow.
And I was like, this is some motherfucker from South Africa trying to motherfucking get some money so that he can just do whatever he got to do in his country. Get the fuck out of here. And I bet you that's the same type of dudes she's talking to.
Wow. Wow. That's horrible. That's horrible. And you put yourself out here like this for a man that you have never met, a man that you will never, ever meet. And let's keep in mind, you're a grown woman doing these things.
Right.
With children.
And with children. That's
with
the
daughters.
How do you, if you have children, how do you have time to chase R. Kelly is what I'm saying.
Thank you, Jojo Mama. Right.
How do you have that type of time on your hands to chase R. Kelly? The school year just ended and you've been doing this for 3 whole years.
Right. Right.
Have you been up to the school? I mean, when was your baby's birthday?
Right. Oh, say that again, Mama.
She been up to the jail.
Exactly.
No, I'm not talking about for R. Kelly. I'm talking about for her man.
Wow.
Because he back in there after 35 years.
Oh my God.
Oh wow. Karen A said not South Africa.
Hey, Jojo. Love you. Hey, Oko.
Hi, Mama.
Tell her on my face and don't worry about it. Wow. Wow.
Oh yeah, Diva. Let me see. I'm gonna send you something. I got the
Wow. And see, they love this thing.
When the fuck did that happen, Miss Rogers? Get the fuck out of here.
What happened?
You see what Miss Rogers put?
What she said?
Some chick went up on me in the park, and I guess she didn't realize she would be in a match. I had to tell her to get on her face and don't worry about who. Which park in Brooklyn?
Oh, crazy man!
Oh my God!
That's come on, like that just.
I wish I would have known when you guys were going, like when Tim Savage was there. Because I would have went with them. I would have wished somebody would have tried to run up. I would have been. What? I was with my cane. I would have cracked the bitch in her face. Stop playing.
Miss Rogers, when I saw Hollywood Next in the park in Chicago, she was on her best behavior. She did not say one word.
Yeah, when I went over there, she didn't say anything. She didn't even look our direction. Me and Blade was there talking a hot shit to Dana. We were talking a hot shit to Dana, standing right there, and me that I'm loud naturally, so I know that bitch heard me. So
she was on her best behavior. She did not utter, mutter, or stutter. The only thing she kept saying, because she know that I'm from 63rd, so the only thing she kept saying, I want to go to 63rd. Take me to 63rd.
And I'm from Brooklyn. What's up? What's up? She said she from New York. I'm from New York, so she know my attitude.
Come on. See, she playing games. She playing games.
Man, all that nonsense Hollywood Next and the rest of them supporters be talking is just what it is. Nonsense. They ain't got no effect or no bearing on the case. You know, they don't know what they follow behind each other by what someone else said. Half of them don't read the paperwork. If they do read the paperwork, they skip around the paperwork, misleading their followers. The same old pattern for years and years and years.
Right.
Exactly.
And as much as they call Dana a liar, they have repeated the lies he had told and started this whole mess. So,
Ave Maria.
Javante, you right. Javante, you right. They do not want this. So anyway, Debo called himself trying to threaten me pertaining to the Chicago trial.
I saw your video. When the fuck did he do that? I didn't even see that video. I'm not subscribed to him, so I get no notifications. So I don't even check it unless somebody say, yo, check him out.
I think it was on your, I don't know, but somewhere he was commenting, he was putting in there, when we get to the trial in Chicago, talk is cheap. That's what I want you to know. This is what this man is telling me. Debo don't understand how I bust his shit wide open, like, and won't care nothing about it. He don't understand. Like, I will go there with him.
I just think it's kind of concerning that a grown-ass man is willing to do that over a pedophile.
Who
But
Shy Love? These men haters. Who Shy Love?
These hoes squawking.
Who's hoes? Who's hoes? Who's the hoes?
These hoes squawking.
Who's the hoes?
These hoes squawking.
Yeah, who's the hoes?
See, that ain't nobody but Debo. That ain't nobody but Debo.
These hoes squawking.
That ain't nobody but Debo.
Y'all deleted that comment? Where he at?
Where's Brother?
These hoes squawking.
Yeah, I think it's gone.
Yeah, well, I just
see, that's
these hoes squawking.
Right, these hoes, because usually when you put hoe, it types house, so you always got to double check.
See, that's Debo. He keep trying to say that Truth mad because R. Kelly didn't choose her. Let me clear this up real quick.
I hate when they say that dumb shit.
Yeah, so that's definitely Debo or somebody.
Yeah, that's Debo.
Well, first of all, I'm glad he didn't choose my sister, the Truth, because then she'd have had the bumpy bump.
Oh no, you know who I think that might be?
So basically, Shy Love, you're confirming that he's a pedophile.
Thank you.
You're confirming that with that statement.
Well, I'm glad he didn't want my sister Truth because he got herpes.
Kendra,
sorry.
Probably got something worse than herpes.
He was not doing no choosing. All you had to do was be a little girl and be able to get outside.
Yeah, and my sister too old. He don't like older women. He likes young girls.
He wasn't doing no picking and no choosing.
He like little cheering.
Don't forget the boys too.
He like little cheering. He like little cheering. He like little girls and little boys. He don't like grown women.
Little girls and little boys.
Get that sloppy
Sorry, Shallow.
Ready to do that?
Shallow. He like little cheering, like your little cheering. Yes, he like them type of cheering. He don't like them.
Exactly. And
so we ain't mad.
Voluntarily gets on his knees to ready to suck dick.
He's falling on his knees, like slopping on the knob, like Kale's on. I'm talking about Kale's slopping on the knobs.
He is a pedophile.
I love
he does like 13-year-olds.
You out here supporting a man crawling on his knees to look
baby.
Hey,
what's up, sissy?
What's going on, y'all?
Tasha, what's your status?
Hey, Tasha.
Hey, y'all.
So, like I said, he is a pedophile. He does mess around with 13-year-olds.
That's right.
He's a pedophile all day long. He's a serial pedophile.
Pedophile. There you go. Bing, bing, bing.
There is nothing. Not one of them can do or say to prove me wrong. Nothing.
Right.
Nothing they can do or say. They can't make that man innocent on their best day. I don't care what Sylvia does. She can't make him innocent.
Yeah, that lady right there. Oh man, I can't with her.
She was passing out flyers at the New York trial, telling people and explaining to people how these girls were lying.
Right, I seen that. I was like, what in the holy hell?
These girls were lying, passing out flyers. You have lost your last mind, lady.
Yes, sir.
You have lost your, and they love to keep JoJo's name in their mouth. For some reason, they love to
There's
keep her name.
JoJo, Lizette, Azriel, and JoJo, Lizette, Azriel, and who else? And Faith.
They love to keep these women. That's Devo and Dana's favorite. Them their favorite girls.
Who's some war time?
They want them, but that's not gonna happen. Get the hell out of here.
You know
And
what?
this is what I have to say to them.
Hey, Mo, shit. Take a look. Nigga. My nigga.
You listen to DMX like, yeah,
Right. Exactly.
Fucking Reading Rainbow.
Exactly.
How I get two people on here?
Hold on, mama. I'm gonna delete one. Hold up.
Noonie, where the baby at? What the baby doing, Noonie?
She's asleep.
Oh wow.
I'm over here trying to clean my office.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Okay. That sounds good. How's she sleeping? She getting good sleep throughout the day or no?
Yeah, so she's getting good sleep. I was telling the ladies earlier, we had our 2-week checkup and she gained a pound, which is crazy. So
already,
that's
wow.
good. Yeah, because she was a preemie. She came a month early, so it's big for us for her to gain that much weight.
Yeah, that's a big deal. So
I was a preemie too.
She coming through strong, huh?
Oh yeah, I'm grateful.
She coming through like she cold.
Yes, yes.
Oh my goodness. But in real life, y'all, in real life, the injustice that R. Kelly is receiving is the fact that old men been messing with little girls. That's normal.
That's sad.
His attorneys could have found some kind of an argument. They didn't even try to argue. The only thing they said was these women are disgruntled groupies.
Right. There was nothing really that they could fight. I mean, look at how many witnesses did they have? 5? I mean, what evidence did they use? The letter that Azriel wrote to R. Kelly in jail? I mean, what?
I mean, well, if his cousin would have got up there and testified, they would have had 6.
Well, you know, it doesn't even matter. You want to know why? Because everybody that was supposed to testify actually was there. And Levi was there for a hot, quick minute of his life.
I didn't even know Levi went.
No, he didn't go. I'm just saying they weren't going to use him anyway. Just like Sharon Winbush. She was only there for 1 year of his life. It was an in and an out. Their testimonies would have been irrelevant because they don't know R. Kelly.
It's quite, but it's quite telling that Keith and Will did not testify.
Oh, that was kind of tricky for me.
I'm just saying. Just stating the obvious.
Those two should have been there. You're absolutely right, Keith. Those two should have been there because they have been around him for more than 15 years.
Yeah. So has Twan. Twan put a statement in that thing. Twan, who in the picture with me, he put a statement in that thing. He put a statement in that thing. Yeah. Yeah.
I think Will deleted his page, his Instagram page.
Well, he did get married or engaged or something like that.
You know that Chicago trial about to come up.
That what?
You know Chicago coming up. That's why.
Oh, right. He got to do a skedaddle. Right. And Bubba, too. He's another one that he did a recent, months ago, After R. Kelly's conviction, he did do a video with a rapper or a producer or something. He was around and he was in some type of like rooftop setting and having like some like a listening party or something to that type of effect of an event. And he was like, yeah, and R and Kels, we love you, and boo boo. Oh, I was like, okay, why didn't you show up? But you're over here raking in the dough. I wonder why.
Wow. And you know what? It's so sad to me because all of these people are coming up off of R. Kelly.
Yeah.
Everybody and their mama is trying to come up off of R. Kelly. Everybody is trying to find schemes to come up off this man's name. How you gonna fight for a man you don't know? How you gonna fight for a man you don't know, Hollywood Nets?
Not even those 3 people that was in that last documentary on Reels TV. Remember that documentary that was aired like 2 months ago on
Yeah,
Reels?
mama, that it was right, it was Demetrius' sister, his one of the boys from MGM, and one of his other homeboys, one of his peoples.
That MGM fella, he just give me John Doe-ish vibes for some reason. I just get John Doe. I get that John Doe-ish vibe. He was very John Doe-ish to me. I just can't get past it. I'm like, something about this dude waves or something. I don't know. I just see John Doe vibes.
His waves.
They put nothing past him.
Somebody just left the panel. Who just left the panel, Diva?
Yeah, it was Ty. She probably got a call or something.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Listen to this. Texas Black Diamond talks about faith on a daily.
She don't like Faith. And that's because of Don Russell, girl.
But Texas Black Diamond don't know none of these people.
She's a groupie. All of them are groupie. Hold on. I got something for their asses. Hold on, guys. Check this out.
Exactly.
Yep, exactly.
I love it.
Exactly. Exactly.
I got that just for that.
You did that.
But that tells me about your mindset. That make me think you a clown.
Yo, Diva, that look just like them too.
Right?
You know what?
That make me think you a whole clown for real, like in real life. Are you really serious?
Right. Diva made my night tonight with that. You made my night with that. That was too cute. That's how they look. They look fans.
I'll put it in the group chat so you could grab it.
Oh my goodness, I love it. I like that. That's how the motherfuckers look.
Yeah, you can add to StreamYard where it says add video clips.
Word.
I'm a groupie and I don't care. That's pretty much.
I'm about to run it out.
Yeah, mommy, that's pretty much them. They are groupies and they don't care.
They don't care. They don't care. Ain't none of them.
Right, Miss Rogers. She's another one.
Ain't none of them said not one thing about what their kids finna be doing for the summer. They ain't said nothing about planning no birthday parties for their kids. They straight talking about R. Kelly. Are you serious?
Right.
True. They actually wear their R. Kelly t-shirts around children to their functions.
Oh, my God.
It's on videos. Texas Black Diamond. I mean, she should be wearing her R. Kelly shirts around her kids. And
that takes stupidity to a whole nother level.
Yep. It ain't far-fetched for them doing trick or treat for cows, but they know there's that.
Wow.
You tell somebody to bring their kids out to get some candy at an R. Kelly rally.
Wow.
The fact that you could be opening up to explain that is what really gets me. There it is.
I really don't even want to call out no names. But when I tell you these people got my mind boggled, like, how could you? How could you? Like, is this what you do in your real life? Like, are you seriously that starstruck, Noonie? Are you that starstruck?
Right.
I have
They
to
claim they supporting him in his injustice, but I don't see injustice. I see groupies. It's
keep.
just
They are serving this man injustice. They are servicing him injustice. This is what they doing. They are feeding him nothing but injustice. He can't. They couldn't even do a phone call. They couldn't even do a phone call. They couldn't even shut up for a phone call. Are you really that out of your mind? Are you really? Are you
I'm just
really?
laughing about that phone call.
Man, are you really that out of your mind? They got him.
It's a
It's a
Glenda
Glenda
in the
person in your
chat.
chat.
Who is
The
that?
what?
Yeah, I
A
don't know.
Glenda.
Glenda Adams.
I only can see one comment. I can't see the other one.
Hello, Glenda. Are you new to the chat?
Glenda Amos.
Hi,
Amos.
Glenda. I just got some new subscribers too, so be on the lookout, you know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Black girl
Look what
beauty
Black Girl Beauty said about a certain person.
gave her daughter to an older man. She need her head busted for that.
Wow.
And his
She
sister
needs
was messing
her
with
head
R.
busted for
Kelly.
that.
You never know. You some of these people you just can't,
Hey, the truth.
Huh?
You remember when we went to Depot little thing he had?
Yeah.
Okay, what was the big fat girl, the one that said she had her kids by a prostitute? She was by a pimp.
That lady, that older lady,
Yes,
that older
yes.
lady. I had to tell this woman, y'all, this woman sitting up will not stop telling me about how she was selling drugs on 63rd. I had to say, ma'am, I don't know nothing about that. I don't, that's not my life.
Yeah, she said she had a baby by a pimp, so she understood everything that was going on. Like it was okay for R. Kelly to be doing what he was doing.
And had her
That's their
16-year-old
logic.
grandson out there. Had her
Yeah,
16-year-old
yeah,
grandson out there.
That's their
yeah.
logic. That's their logic.
And
If
y'all
y'all
wonder
really
why
Yeah.
these
paid,
kids
if y'all
acting
really like
crazy.
sat back and listen to these supporters talk, well, these super fans be talking, like you can tell. Like for instance, don't mean to bring this up. Y'all see the recent incident with Deboski getting that whole thing with Daddy Lolo.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to start coming out and telling some, oh, he was beating on T Baby. He was beating on T Baby. But y'all witnessed that and y'all ain't called the police. Y'all talking about why these victims didn't call the police.
Hell
Exactly.
no.
Why
Yeah.
nobody ain't called the police then?
Mm.
You know what,
So that's what I
keep
said.
you know what, keep that's some real shit. You know what I'm saying? So now that you know what I'm saying, all this shit that went down, y'all. He lost his little case. Y'all want to throw out accusations as if y'all ass
Talk about
wasn't
what
standing
you witnessed and
and
everything.
witnessed the shit. Like if y'all witnessed the shit, why the fuck y'all didn't say something then? Why y'all saying something now?
Right.
But
Right.
the thing is, when it first happened, they been talked about it. They still never went to the police with it,
But they
though.
never went to the police. Exactly.
No.
And they still with the protesters with them after that.
That's
So did.
They
crazy.
still
Wait a
praise
minute.
them. So
Miss Rogers.
What she saying?
Miss
Tell Joy
Rogers
to go
said,
home.
tell Joy go home. I hear you, Mama
Yeah,
Rogers.
that's
I
the
hear
Glenda,
you.
the other Glenda. Right.
You got to be kidding me. You got to be kidding me. And she's in the chat.
Yeah, some girl named Glenda. She's in the chat, but it's not the same Glenda because she's Lady G.
Okay.
So I'm thinking this is a new subscriber. If this is a new subscriber, Glenda, and you're in here, say hi. I'm a new subscriber. I don't want my people to chew you out in the chat. Say hello, introduce yourself. All right, because over here we real serious about our people. Okay,
Please let me know because she's saying Glenda is the chick that has her friend to run
right.
up on me in the park.
Right. That's why I'm saying I don't know if Glenda is she might have changed her profile. You know how people do. We got trolls. So that's why we're trying to ask you to come out and say hello No, I'm newbie here, or just say, yeah, I'm here and I'm trying to start some shit, so we could just block your ass or just don't come back. So if you don't come back, then we know you a fake troll. Okay.
Yeah, because she ain't came back yet.
Right.
She ain't came back nowhere. She ain't nowhere in this chat.
Right.
So
So
she just wanted us to know she's here.
Right. So let's block her ass. How about that?
But that's not her in the chat, because that's who I thought it was.
Yeah, where's her comment? Let me find her comment. Can one of you mods grab her ass real quick? Oh, there she goes.
You know, if y'all if the support has been named in the paperwork and again, why would y'all sit there and keep on doing actions that's going to fall upon the man that y'all supposedly supporting? Getting your friends to run up on them, and then you got people saying that you're a handler now. Like that's not a good thing. And no matter what you feel on that's not a good thing. I'm sick of that comment as well. Faith, I'm sick of that comment as well. I got distracted. Sorry.
Right. She didn't take years to come out and say something about R. Kelly. She did that shit right as she found out and she realized that she was in a bad situation. And I commend her for that, for sure.
Yeah. And what's this whole thing about real victims?
Right, they can't tell between real or fake victims, just like we can't tell between a real predator and a fake predator, right?
Well, they was in front of a real victim, and what did they do about it? Nothing.
Jack shit.
Fucking dumbasses.
They're not victims. See, what I think is going on is that these people, they're specifically basing their opinions and their judgment off of the docuseries. They don't know his character. They don't know his background. They don't know, you know what I'm saying, how he has been getting down in Chicago.
Right.
They don't know this. And you can't fight for somebody that you don't know. That's your first level of stupidity right there.
I mean, when people do go out and they do their protests, they fight for things that make sense, things that are worth fighting for.
Right.
R. Kelly is not worth fighting for.
Okay,
he's a predator. Hi, Ty, baby, we got you.
Steven, check your messages.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
What I don't understand. What also, I do understand something. I do understand this. You say people like us who goes against R. Kelly or anti-R. Kelly is like this, as they like to say. Y'all say, get the help y'all need. Y'all fucking victims. Get the help you need.
Find your
Why didn't R. Kelly get the help?
Us victims, bitches, and hoes. So you're labeling us as victims who need to get the help they need, but you're also labeling us as bitches and hoes. Real victims, as y'all call it.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. My whole point is this. My entire point is this. There were so many different fights that could have been fought on behalf of R. Kelly. Because first of all, the police allowed this to go on in Chicago. That's a fight within itself. Why didn't any of them officers, when he was reported, why didn't they make a move? Why did they not investigate right then and there? That's a fight right there. And then it goes on so much in Chicago till it's normal. That's a fight right there. But they want to waste time talking about he didn't do it, these girls are lying, all that type of stuff. It was so many different fights in this situation. So many different fights in this sector. Because my beef is with Aaliyah's mom.
Yeah.
My beef is with Aaliyah's mom. There go a fight right there.
Me too.
If everybody could have came against their parents. Let that mess go on.
Yeah, that's crazy how that guy Kip, he knew about whatever allegedly, so he says that the parents were there and they knew about it and they didn't do anything and he was crying hysterical. Why the fuck did he not say nothing, man?
But check it out. Diva. Aaliyah's mom, she has never came public to say anything but except
Nothing.
to address Javante.
Right, and say that the rumors about R. Kelly and her daughter are not true.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all.
That's the only public appearance this woman has made. Ma'am, are you serious?
Yeah, that's
Stop
crazy.
playing with me. Stop
Like,
playing
I
with
just
me.
can't wait till
I do
June
believe she
29th.
was sleeping with R. Kelly. I believe that shit. By her actions, I definitely believe she was sleeping with R. Kelly.
I believe it all
Yeah.
day, every day.
Yeah.
I believe it
I
all
can't
day,
wait for
every
June
day.
29th. That's what I can't wait for.
Girl, I can't wait.
I see people not going live as often, and they preparing
Mhm.
for it. So, and they're gonna be waiting around for years for some damn appeal. But
They gonna
kudos to
cry in the
them.
car.
They're gonna cry in the car. They're gonna have a nervous breakdown in the park, and
Mhm.
oh my gosh, I'm going to question God. They're gonna do all of that.
Mhm. Sylvia finna be
I'm trying
praying
to
her
find
heart
it.
out.
Yep. I will go back in the bushes, y'all. I gotta.
Okay.
Okay,
gotta
baby.
All right.
Good night, Mama. Thank you.
All right, Keep. It was good speaking to you, hon.
Good speaking to y'all.
Yes, Mama. Be good, baby.
All right, bye-bye.
Not true.
Okay. Yeah, so Ty, I'm trying to find the file now. I don't know where it's at now.
It's in the Facebook Messenger.
No. I got it. I got it from you, Mama. But I'm
It's
saying I downloaded it when I retrieved it from you, and now I can't find the actual file.
Oh, wow.
Wait.
us, three of them.
Okay. Let's see what I got here.
Well, you know what? I'm going to tell y'all like this. And Noonie, you just had you a baby girl. I'm going to put it to y'all like this. If a man touch me, he touch my kids, he touch any young lady that's associated with me, I don't have no mercy. I don't have no mercy. I'm willing to accept a criminal charge. I'm willing to accept anything that comes my way. I'm coming at him. I'm coming for him. I don't care what nobody got to say. I don't care nothing about the police. I'm coming for him. And that's just the bottom line.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what was that shit? You're really gonna come at, like that just shows you he's definitely a womanizer and abuser.
Yeah. And there's so many men out here just like him. It's so many men out here in every city, in every state, just like him. Kelly Rogers, don't go. Don't go, Miss Rogers.
Mama's leaving?
Yeah, she says she's beginning to be emotional.
Mama, don't get emotional, mommy. Give me a hug.
Yeah. Don't go,
We
Miss
give you
Rogers.
hugs, baby.
Because Miss Rogers, it needs to be talked about. It goes way further than R. Kelly. It goes further than R. Kelly. I'm talking about all of these men are out here acting like pedophiles.
Yeah. I mean, it's been happening since the test of time,
Yeah.
It started when the Lord was walking around. I mean,
So many men are out here. You never know what man is looking at your daughter.
Yeah.
You never know what man is looking at your son.
Get some rest, Mama Rogers.
Okay.
God
Hey,
bless
Matisse.
Hey, Matisse. So
that's sad. That's sad. It's a sad fact. And the only reason these people are out here supporting R. Kelly is because they with that behavior themselves.
Yes. Right. Yes.
They are with that behavior themselves. I know Debo will get down. I know Dana will get down. I know Daddy Lola will get down. I know Hollywood Next will get down. I know Sylvia will get down. I know Black CEO will go. I know Choke No Joke will go. All of these people, they support it. They support it and they with it. Get them behind closed doors. Get them behind closed doors. Y'all know our daughters like to dress pretty. They like to strut their stuff. They girls.
Yeah, yeah. You know, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, how are they talking about the ladies and how they're dressing and, you know, their behaviors on social media? They're young. They are vibrant. They are free.
Yeah.
They have beautiful souls and they want the world to see. And if it may seem a little bit too exotic for your taste, then don't fucking look. They're
I'm telling
grown
you.
ass women. They're not baby girls anymore. They're not children. These are 20-year-old women, young women.
Yeah. They're young adults.
Y'all just jealous because your bodies don't look like that? Oh, well.
Oh my God, this is sickening. It really is sickening. The Rogers are attacked daily. I get it to be a bit much. It's draining and emotionally draining.
Yeah. I can imagine how many nights these girls stood up crying, couldn't sleep, worried, thinking about things, hoping and praying that, you know, R. Kelly don't have no goons finding them, following them, harassing them.
See, they're not going to be happy. They are not going to stop until something happens to one of them. They're going to either get locked up or they're going to get sued. They're either going to get locked up or they're going to get sued. Then they will start to take it serious. Then they'll chill out.
You know, and all this stupid shit with these bloggers fighting each other back and forth. I mean, kill each other for all I care, but
right.
It's stupid.
It's stupid.
You lost your focus on your boy. Totally.
That's what makes me think you weren't never focused on him from day one. You looking for a cash out.
Right.
Because if I'm out here to support X, Y, and Z, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna support X, Y, and Z. I'm not getting ready to be getting into it with nobody. I'm not gonna be doing none of that. I'm gonna support X, Y, and Z.
Right.
So that's what makes me think that they're not really for R. Kelly from day one. They are not for R. Kelly. They're looking for a come up.
That's all it is.
That's all it is. That's all it is. And I believe in my heart something is gonna start happening. Because I know for a fact some thugs don't appreciate Dana J talking about deceased people in Chicago that are related to gang violence. I know a few thugs that let me know they don't appreciate it. They don't appreciate Dana J mentioning their names, no nothing, no none of that, and they're taking it as an insult.
Right.
Debo is going to find himself sued, or if not, he's going to find himself sitting behind bars because of R. Kelly.
Right.
Look, he's already sitting behind bars.
I mean, you know, meaning with more charges.
Exactly.
I know, but you would think that would be a start. I mean, you know, like
listen, Ty, he don't learn a lesson. Girl.
Now you go to jail in front of the courthouse. That motherfucker.
He beat his case. Like he beats his meat, you know, he beats
his case. He was out in a few hours. It's not always gonna work out like that.
Right.
When you out in a few hours.
No, Javante, he's not in jail. He got arrested trying to support R. Kelly in New York.
No, what he did was he put this girl's pictures out there, nude pictures all over the fucking internet.
Right.
And she got him fucking thrown in jail right in front of the courthouse, you know?
Right. For harassment, for sexual harassment or some shit like that.
Yeah. I don't live out here. I don't when they was putting him in the police car. I live in Chicago. I'm from Chicago. I drove 17 hours to get out here. They don't give a fuck about none of that.
Like that shit was funny.
But
they let him out though. They let him out. I don't know what happened.
Bend your head down and get in this motherfucking We don't give a fuck about how many hours you done drove and where you from.
I was sick. When I see him getting in that police car, I was sick.
Yeah, did you hear me? I'm not from here. I'm not from New York. I'm from Chicago.
I was sick. When I seen that, I couldn't believe it.
I missed that, Lord. Girl,
Why did you miss it? It was, oh my God, they
that
showed
was
it.
funny as hell.
Oh my
I
God.
made a whole live about. Well, I didn't make a whole live, but I added it in the live.
Man, when I see that, I lost my whole mind.
Ah man, it was funny because I played a Spanish song, but they made me delete the Spanish song. That shit was funny.
Diva, were you able to pull them up?
What, baby?
Were you
I
able
got
to pull
two
them
of
up?
them. I got two of them here.
Okay, you showing?
I didn't
You
get
got
to see what they were.
Can you show them to the chat?
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Just to see how thirsty these groupies is.
And he done posted this woman's picture all over the internet.
Okay, here we go.
That's Hollywood. That's Hollywood yelling like that, like a
Yeah.
damn fool.
Look.
Crazy.
I don't know if y'all can see it. Okay.
It's kind of dark.
Let me see. I could have showed it.
There it is. Looking like SpongeBob.
Yeah.
R. Kelly going down for that shit.
Look this acting up. Oh.
Now, that was to the prosecutors?
Yeah. Yeah. She was yelling to the prosecutors. Play it again. She was yelling to the prosecutors.
Yeah. Yeah, as they was walking out of the courthouse. Bitch, where's your daughter?
Just that's so embarrassing.
How do you have that type of time on your hands when you got kids?
That's crazy.
That's so embarrassing. It's embarrassing is what it is. It's embarrassing. Oh, no. Oh, that's when he wrecked it. That's when he wrecked his car.
Oh, I thought this was something about him.
No.
Okay. I don't know. You sent me that too, so.
Oh, that's it.
Oh man.
That's so embarrassing.
You know, these people are wild. Like, how you do that disrespecting them?
I'll tell from my phone.
That's why they came back with the marshals escorting them.
That's sickening. Honey, this is sickening.
That's ghetto as hell.
Man, there's not a chance in hell as a grown woman I'm finna be stalking a celebrity.
Right.
As a full-grown woman.
Okay, wait. She's doing it.
I can't
go
see
the other way, Ty.
Yeah, I'm holding it with this.
There you go. A little bit more. Up. Up. No, you're going down. Go up, mama. Okay, now she froze. Okay, wait. All right, a little lower.
Start again.
Do it again.
Why can't you hear them?
Oh, there you go.
That's stupidity. Nettie Boo.
That was them in the park.
Oh my! Like what aren't y'all embarrassed? That's the problem I got.
They're not. They don't care. They just want to free kills.
Wait,
That's
I'm gonna show
crazy.
Let me show you her and Sylvia chasing after
Lord.
Panic. Chasing after Panic.
Oh, that was funny.
What?
I believe every attorney that attached themselves to R. Kelly, I believe that's their career on the line. I
They
do.
gotta be careful.
Yeah, I believe any attorney that attached from Greenberg to Koenig to all of them, every attorney that had anything to do with R. Kelly, I doubt it if they will be successful in anything behind this. I just doubt it.
That's probably why Greenberg decided to disattach himself.
Yeah, including Bonjane. Including Bonjane. R. Kelly is finna make Bonjane look like a clown.
Yes. Put it up a little more tight. There you go.
I can see it.
Right there, Mama. Oh, it's
Something happened.
Do it again. There you go. They're chasing them.
Hey, April Showers.
Just chasing him. Chasing him.
Look.
Chasing him. Did you see Sylvia? What I said?
The only one I can see
she's the one with the red hair.
Next.
Sylvia's the one with the red hair.
Embarrassing.
Oh, Lord.
Oof.
I cannot.
And this nigga, oh my God.
Like, why y'all? Like,
the news reporter had to ask them to turn down the music.
Right.
Ghetto ass niggas don't know how to conduct themselves at a courthouse. It's just ridiculous.
In the courthouse, outside of the
outside the courthouse, it's at the park. It don't matter.
Somebody just dropped.
It's crazy.
Tarsha.
Oh God.
Yeah, Tarsha just dropped. She probably got a phone call or something.
Yeah.
And then
It's embarrassing that our people act like that, you know? It really
I
is.
was saying that same thing. You are an embarrassment.
Right.
It really is.
I would not want these people representing.
I wasn't there, but for me to actually see that, and then and I'm like, I got to screen record this shit. This is unbelievable. Like
you can't make this shit up. That's like when they sent that the airplane with the message across the sky, and Joe Budden made fun of them. That was funny. Joe Budden was like, "What the fuck? What in the world? Get the hell out of here, buddy! Is this what you're wasting your hard-earned money on? Get the fuck out of here!"
And look what good it did. None. Absolutely not. All them ineffective rallies and shit.
Waste of money. Car fare, all that good shit. Gas, food. It was just to have a party and sex orgies, I guess.
Yeah. Buses, hotels, all types of stuff. Like, I don't see how nobody got that type of time when they got kids. I just don't understand.
Right.
I just don't understand how anybody got that type of time on their hands.
The lovebirds are fighting tonight.
What lovebirds?
JoJo and Angie.
Are you serious?
With each other?
Yeah. Yes, they've been fighting like for a few hours. Going in.
Oh shit!
I haven't been on Angie's page.
You know, they got it going on over there. His chat ain't moving, and neither is hers.
They on right now.
Yeah.
You mean they're on separate channels fighting each other?
Yeah, she's trying to get him to come over there to her channel to hit her link, but he ain't fucking with. He on his channel and he's drunk as a skunk.
Oh my God.
Lord have mercy.
Oh my God. See, I never knew JoJo had a channel.
Yeah, he does. I forgot the name of it. Yeah.
He barely got one. Ain't nobody be in there. One day it was only he and Black Girl Beauty in there.
Damn. It's not gonna let me type nothing in.
She's a weak motherfucker. I'll tell you later on, Diva, what's got it going.
Yeah. You gotta put me in on that. Definitely.
Nothing against the chat or nobody. I just don't want to say it on here, where the people.
Yeah, don't be messy.
Yeah, I got you, Mama. Don't worry.
He won't go over there.
Oh.
He will not go over there.
Oh wow! I cannot believe that. Wow!
He went on me, LaKendra, and Atmos. He even showed my picture. I think he showed.
I saw that, Mama. I came in and he was in the middle of talking about her, and then started talking about Atmos, and then he went to you, and then he went back to Atmos. It was crazy, and then after that, I got off.
He is so drunk. He is so drunk.
I forgot the name of it. Hold on, let me.
It's called Keep Speaking.
Keep Speaking?
Yeah. Speaking is spelled SPEAKN.
Right.
Keep Speaking. Hold on.
Listen. Listen. You got music playing.
What you doing, man?
What he said? What you doing?
It's not coming up, T.Y.
So
he ain't on. So he ain't even in the algorithm.
Reciprocate this
Let
shit.
me
Be humble.
Truth. Hold on.
Shit. But watch what we finna do.
He said, fuck Larry too.
We finna play Exposure.
He said we finna play Exposure.
Y'all ever heard of the game Exposure? Okay, watch.
He's drunk.
Shit out here. And you got a lame ass chick like this out here fucking with me. Yeah. Listen. This is I'm finna send this out. Everybody come out. Everybody. This is it. Y'all want it? Come on. Everybody come out.
Now how you talking shit about me, Atmos and LaKendra, and then you turn on your girl.
She said,
turn on your woman.
I'm sending this motherfucker past the moon.
Oh, he must have another.
She has that bullshit because she can't handle it. Because I told you, she can't handle that pressure. That pressure is a motherfucker. You got a motherfucker. And let me tell you, fucker. Are y'all still here with me? Let me see if y'all still here with me. Because I'm finna light this motherfucker up.
Oh, Lord.
Y'all still here with me. I want to see if y'all still here with me.
How many people in his chat?
Just lying ass motherfucker that's sitting out here scared.
It says 38, but it's probably only about 10.
Her motherfucking ass. And she listening to us because I'm gonna tell you how this shit works. I don't give a fuck. Can't nobody. Okay. Watch this shit. I'm finna light this motherfucker up like Jewtown.
Like Jewtown.
Yeah. You got a lame ass motherfucker out here that's adherent to their daddy. Their daddy say you can't do this. Your daddy said you can't do this. Listen to this bullshit.
Wait a minute.
Y'all always talking about who you know. Motherfucker, I am fucking solidified. I ain't gotta call nobody. I'm right here on the streets. Yeah.
Look in the private chat.
Y'all something yet.
Truth.
Okay.
Truth.
I'm right here.
I just put his video in the chat, Mama. Grab the link.
Put the shit in. Okay, I got it.
Okay, I see it.
Now you don't do it. Fuck you.
You've been on the rampage for 5 hours.
Yeah. We gonna put the show on, motherfucker. Let's go. You ain't got shit.
Y'all look in the private chat.
I know you're this.
Hold on.
You fraud, and I know you fraud.
You look in there, Noonie.
I know you fraud.
Oh, yeah.
I'm finna show it. That's what you say.
He said he finna show it.
Oh, yeah, you ain't finna see it, because you know what? Ain't nobody real as me. They play with your fucking head.
Oh, shit.
Okay, let's get it. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. Let's get this fucking shit in.
Oh my God.
Okay. Oh, hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna see. Can y'all hear this dumb shit she said? I'm gonna let y'all.
Who was Matisse?
I know she's listening to me.
5 hours.
Okay, I know she's listening to me. Uh-huh.
5 hours ago, Mimi.
Oh wow.
God damn, man.
They doing it now, Mimi. He's live and she's live.
Let me tell y'all about. I'm gonna tell you about some motherfuckers that's home and trapped. This is what you finna
entrapment.
He's just looking down at his phone. He can't figure it out. He can't figure out what the fuck he's doing because he's drunk.
Oh,
no
good.
This nigga, a gorilla dressed in red.
Okay, we finna find that.
Ooh, and he took some glasses off. Oh my lord!
Hold on, I'll put this in the link. I got this.
We finna
find that. Oh my lord!
We finna find that.
Motherfucking find it.
Come on with it.
That's crazy. Let me see what Angie's saying.
Oh, the nut. Okay, I'll turn this down.
I told y'all. Hey, listen, let me tell y'all something. My people,
both of them live.
Yeah. He can't even figure out his phone. He's been looking down at his phone for about 20 minutes.
I seen him.
All right, give me a second, guys. Ty, mute for a second.
Okay. All right.
From you, motherfucker. YouTube motherfucker fuck around and then get my boy. I almost said something.
Uh-oh.
Okay, hot shit. Okay, well, everybody want to make it big on YouTube.
Oh.
You got to be kidding me.
Oh, Lord. What?
Somebody desire.
Oh shit, he got another bottle.
I mean, bring your ass back here and make me pick one, motherfucker.
Oh. Let me rewind this a little. Let me see.
Okay, I said keep speaking.
Let me see how.
I think he asked Angie for some money and she said no. So now they into it.
he might have asked her for a pick.
No.
Like you're sitting in my everywhere else shit.
Okay.
Why can't I get one?
Damn.
And you're liking porn on Twitter.
Not liking just porn, gay porn. Gay porn.
Oh my God.
Niggas on niggas.
Wow.
Yeah, he sloppy trunk, love is fair.
I can hear me. Hold on. Fucker. Now let me tell you something with your smoke crack. Oh, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
No.
I definitely start cursing. Now, hold on.
Oh my God.
Okay. I can hear me.
We still can't figure out that phone. Wait a minute, y'all. I'll be right back. I got a phone call.
When a motherfucker take a little bit too much to motherfucking drink.
I'm here. I had to get some water.
Okay, mama.
Oh, I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Damn, I can't believe this.
Link up there, especially for your motherfucking ass, since you selling all the motherfucking whoop tickets, talking about what I ain't gonna do, and what I bet I do, and motherfucker, you know them threats ain't never worked on me, motherfucker. Now let me tell you something with your lying motherfucking ass. You know shit
went that motherfucking way. You blaming shit on motherfuckers that got shit to do with a motherfucking thing. This ain't got nothing to do with no Oko, no Larry, nothing. This got something to do with you and I.
Oh.
So stop telling them motherfucking lies. And bitch, you ain't gonna force me to pick a nothing.
Oh,
you hit that
what?
motherfucking link and come over here and make me do all that shit you talking about.
Wait. He was forcing Angie to what? Pick sides?
Wow.
You see, like I said, I think it's JoJo who started that stupid shit with the fucking screenshot.
I've been saying that for the longest.
He's the one who started the shit because he didn't like the fact that we started coming back in Angie's chat. That's what happened. You see, he's a fucking troublemaker for nothing.
Yeah,
and then Angie went and believed that stupid shit. And I'm disappointed in her ass. Word up.
JoJo started all that. JoJo started all that, honey. And see, I felt like I was trying to understand Angie. I felt like, you know, she was sticking by her man. So I just said, forget it, and just left it alone. But that whole thing is JoJo, baby. This whole thing is JoJo.
Yeah, he's another insecure person. I mean, it's crazy, but you know, he's been showing his colors. You know what I mean? Little by little. We've known him already for months.
And not to mention, he's been on everybody's panel.
Yeah.
From woman to woman. From woman to woman.
Right.
Everybody's panel.
Right.
I
know Papoose is gonna have a fucking field day with this shit. One Pap, have fun, girl. I can't wait to see the live so I can kiki girl. Shits and giggles.
Shits and giggles, baby. Shits and giggles.
I like to watch shits and giggles. I hate being upset all the time. I like to laugh too. Shit.
He was showing Atmos' picture.
He was showing Atmos's picture. What?
That's what Javante commented in the.
Oh yeah, I see. He's showing Atmos's picture. What the fuck? He's doing that shit right now?
Let me go to it real quick.
Oh God.
Let me go to it real quick.
Yeah, I gotta find his page.
Ain't nobody ready for me. Ain't nobody ready for me.
He drunk as hell.
He sure is.
Watch this. I'm finna show y'all. While she's talking, I'm finna hurt feelings. I'm gonna hurt your
I'm trying to see who in his chat.
Why can't you stop?
What?
Sky Life was in there. Chi-Town Finest in there.
He's talking about EBT. Are you kidding me?
Wow.
He said, why can't you stop my EBT? I cannot.
Oh my God.
You want me to pause him, Diva?
I will steal your motherfucking ass.
Oh my God. This man is sloppy drunk. Oh my God.
He really truly is.
He's hurt.
Stop playing. I'm not crazy ass shit.
You want me to stop him so you can go to Angie? Diva.
Fucking with people.
I'm gonna play it.
Okay.
Am I stupid? No, I'm ignorant.
Okay, go ahead.
That's your play. I'ma ride your motherfucking back like a goddamn pony. I'ma ride your back.
And he's smiling.
And I'ma stretch your motherfucking eyes back. See, I didn't even do this shit. This is God. This is God work.
Oh my God.
He said, "This is God." What?
And, before I go to what I'm going to get into, yeah, I'm real motherfucker.
What?
This is a motherfucker that tried to come on. This nigga here. Okay.
That's true. Love is fair.
Yep, I feel that same way. Love is fair. I feel that same exact way. I like Angie, but I can't do JoJo.
Yeah.
You know, I would be saying fuck me too.
Oh, she already did a live about it?
I would be saying fuck me.
He was a plant. I agree.
I would be saying
Oh God.
fuck me too. Yeah.
Fucking bitch letting people talk shit.
JoJo is disgusting.
I would be saying
JoJo is disgusting.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he's disgusting. I don't even want to hear him no more for real. I can't even take him. He's disgusting.
You got me fucked up. The fuck is wrong with you?
Fine.
I was just on the phone with your motherfucking ass. And when shit don't come your motherfucking way, you want to act a motherfucking fool. You doing every motherfucking thing I always said you was gonna motherfucking do. Your lying ass.
That's a good
You
question.
tell a motherfucking lie. Goddamn JoJo telling motherfucking lies over there. Hey, your motherfucking ass want to be a YouTuber. Just say that shit. Got to use me to get there.
Oh.
You just text me, motherfucker, when I was on my motherfucking live. No, they ain't got shit to do with no motherfucking. Got to pick no, try to get back in a good graces with any motherfucker. You crazy.
Wow.
Unlike you, yeah, you just admitted that you got a team and people behind you and whispers and all that motherfucking bullshit. You meant that literally. But you're a bad motherfucker. Motherfucker, I stand as part of motherfucking one. I don't need none of that shit. They're talking on motherfucking shit, and more important, the pistol whip your motherfucking ass.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Yeah. He yeah. He played games with Angie. He played games with Angie.
All of a sudden when some Larry come out and shit. The fuck is you talking about? Nigga, you know what the fuck happened last night.
Wait a minute. Is she saying that he was jealous of Larry?
Yeah.
Oh, get the fuck not. He was jealous of Fat Boy. He was jealous of Robert Keller. And now this. Wow. That's an insecure nigga.
Tell that motherfucker lie.
Back over there.
And if a motherfucker,
I'm not.
Okay, this shit ain't motherfucking working and shit, motherfucker. I got the freedom to do that. Trying to fear my motherfucking life because you over there talking some YouTube ass shit. Nigga, you got to board the motherfucking plane and talk that motherfucking shit. Your ass here. You got a motherfucking problem with it. What the fuck is you talking about?
She trying to have a life with him, and he want to talk about YouTube.
I don't know how motherfucking long.
Right.
I don't need no motherfucker to make no, try to get back. I don't need no motherfucking group, nigga. Never had one. Never been on the side, nigga. Stop drinking that motherfucking shit and know what the fuck it is you talking to. And that motherfucking link, don't let nobody else go click that motherfucker, but his motherfucker.
No, I'm not going.
Oh.
You got so much motherfucking shit to say. Tell them motherfucking lies to my mother. Come, bring your ass up and tell them motherfucking lies.
Yep.
So you want to do something. Nigga, please.
That was the whole
I agree, T-Bam.
That was the whole point for him even dealing with Angie.
Right.
So he can get her people.
You know what you fucking with.
T-Mac, his security is a motherfucker.
Oh my God, that is the drama. Well, guys, it's almost 3 a.m. I think I'm gonna call it a night. And you guys, I'm gonna fall asleep listening to one of these two motherfuckers tonight.
Okay, well, Diva, thank you for having me on. I appreciate
And
it.
whose pictures he's showing? I love you too, Mama. He's showing somebody else's pictures. Oh my God.
Let me go over here.
I love you guys. Yo, y'all already know, guys. I love you's truth. I hit up Miss Esquire about that. I'm waiting for her response, and then I will give you that information, okay?
Yeah, please, because
Yes,
I got
ma'am.
something going on in my marriage, and I'm getting ready to go in on my mother-in-law. But I want
Okay.
I want her opinion first.
Her advice, yes, she does give advice. Yes, ma'am. Okay, baby. So I'll let her know too. I'll let her know what it's about. So maybe she'll respond faster.
All right. Take care, Diva.
Okay, Baba, Mommy. I love you.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Okay. Okay. All right, ladies. It's been a hell of a night. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you to everyone who gave me a super chat. Anybody who gave me a Cash App. You know, I love you guys for supporting my channel. I appreciate y'all. And June 29th is sentencing day, guys. August 1st, Chicago starts. Let's keep our foot on R. Kelly's neck. And remember, y'all, please don't forget, hit that like button before you leave. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Hit the notification bell. For those on the replay, please leave your comments in the comments section. Don't be disrespectful. Your comments will stay. If they're not, they will be deleted. Sorry about that. We don't play. And if you guys don't forget, I do have a membership exclusive for private viewings of lives and also exclusive content. It's $1.99. I got 3 different tiers. You could go from $1.99, $2.99 to I think $4.99. Okay? So guys, don't forget to hit that like. And for all you R. Kelly supporters, all right, guys, I love y'all. Peace.